gon' be mine somewhere down the line. To keep it 100, baby girl, you a rose. Picking on your pedals, do you love me, yes or no? Baby, you a star, need to be behind the camera. Every day you wake up, that's God yelling action. Cold vibration, I can't shake it. Beautiful soul, I swear to God, you amazing. I just wanna be your man, no cheating. Love letter from your #1 fan.
I've been loving the way that you move, and you got a little vibe on you too. On the low, I've been liking on you, so I had to go and make this about you. This ain't the norm, but it's something that I gotta do. Come clean, no lie, I'ma tell the truth. On the low, I've been liking on you, so I had to go and make this about you.
You're too fly, too fine, too kind. I'll be a sucker for love, not once but 2 times. For you, down the stop line, I'ma tell the whole truth. Take over the world, pull up in twin coupes. Coke bottle frame, man, that shit crazy. Telling all my niggas that you gon' be my lady. Speaking in existence, we don't do imagination. I can read your mind and read your body language. Baby, you a dream, something that I never had. We can do some things you ain't never seen. You a risk taker too. We'll look so good together, no interruptions. Me and you.
I've been loving the way that you move, and you got a little vibe on you too. On the low, I've been liking on you, so I had to go and make this about you. This ain't the norm, but it's something that I gotta do. Come clean, no lie, I'ma tell the truth. On the low, I've been liking on you, so I had to go and make this about you.
Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody, to the G-Lew Show. TNT Tammy and Terry, Real Relationship Talk, Episode 3. Episode 3, I believe, Episode 4. But tonight, we're going to have a very interesting discussion. TNT Terry and Tammy will be talking about interracial dating. Hold on, give me some music. Yeah, we're going to be talking about interracial dating tonight, which should be a very interesting topic. Very, I'm sure a lot of people can get into this topic, man, because one time or another, everybody's dealt with somebody from another race, ethnicity, or something of that nature. So even if you haven't, we can give you some relationship tips. So tonight, TNT Real Relationship Talk, Episode 3, I believe, Terry and Tammy. Interracial dating. The call-in number for tonight is 914-803-4001. If you have any questions, anything you want to add, anything you like or dislike about this discussion or the show or anything, you can call in and speak on it. That's why we're here. Once again, the phone lines are wide open, and the call-in number is 914-803-4001. You can also listen live online at blogtalkradio.com/the G-Lew Show. We're broadcasting worldwide. Shout out to our peoples in Japan tuning in as well. Los Angeles, California, New York City, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Tampa Bay, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia. Chicago is up in here. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Without any further ado, let me bring in the host for the evening, the lady herself, the Queen T, Mrs. Tammy, a.k.a. Unique.
Hi, G. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you this evening?
I'm well. No complaints.
All righty. Well, we're back again for another episode. I gave him a brief of what we're discussing tonight, but I'll let you go ahead and take it over here. I'm sure Terry should be checking in any second now. So you go ahead. Tell him what's going on.
Okay, well, tonight we chose the topic that can be a little controversial. Dating outside your race, interracial dating. So I want to get feedback from callers. What do you think? I know some of my sisters get upset when they see the fine black man with a white female, and some of the brothers get upset when they see a fine black female with a white male. So I just want some feedback. And have you ever dated outside your race? Was it different? Did you have different expectations because you were dating outside your race? Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Once again, let me say the number one more time for the people who may have wax in their ears. And the calling number is 914-803-4001. You can press 1. We'll bring you in. If you want to speak on it. Trying to see where Terry is. He just hit me, told me he'd be checking in any second. So we're waiting on him. Any other announcements or anything we need to speak on, Tammy, you need to announce or put out there?
Well, tonight we actually have an author that's going to call in and talk about her book. She has a new release, so she's supposed to call. She wasn't feeling well earlier, so I don't know if she's still going to call in or not, and just give us an update on her book.
Right. Okay, and I see we already have a lot of callers in the queue. We want to thank you all for checking in with us. Some may not want to speak, some may. Some just may want to listen in and wait their turn, But again, if you want to speak, press 1. We're here. Shout out to all our people on Instagram and Facebook and in the chat room that are joining us tonight. We appreciate the love and support. Please like, share, and, tell a friend about the show so they can tune in as well. And, just hear what we have going on. Maybe they will be a fan of the show just like you are. You know what I mean? So please support us so we can get our sponsors up. Go to the Blog Talk page at the bottom, hit the follow button, or go to our YouTube page at the G-Lew Show as well. And just hit the like button or hit the dislike button if you like it or if you don't like it. It's all good. Let me bring our co-host in for the evening. The other half of TNT, Mr. Terry, a.k.a. Soldier Chalk. Oh, that ain't Chalk. My bad.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's him. That is him. My bad, man. You know you got that new number, man. You threw me off. Homie.
What's good with it, G-Lew, man?
It's all love one. We're here for another one.
Man, here for another one, man. Let's see what the night may bring.
That's right.
Interesting
TNT
topic,
live
man.
in the
Everybody.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Everybody want to know what's going. How the night gonna turn out?
Right. Because that's gonna ruffle some feathers, like Unique said.
Yeah,
or we might have people that deal with that though. We got both sides though. We got people that have dealt with that, deal with that still to this day. And people that may have never dealt with that. So it's all good. I know some dudes that don't like all they like is white girls. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I know some
so
too.
we got all around. My brother like that. So it's like, man, shit. It's a good topic to speak on tonight. You know what I mean? Then we have some Caucasian females listening in as well. So people that I got a homeboy. He was married to a white lady, got kids. So we got it all around tonight, man. So it's definitely a good topic, man. But I'm gonna let y'all take it over, man.
Okay, all the time, man.
All right, Dr. Phil. So I'm here. So let's talk. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on dating interracial?
Well, me personally, I don't have nothing against interracial dating. I used to be biased towards certain races and things like that, but over the time I grew out of it. So, you know what I'm saying? And then I see it so much, so it's like it's normal to me. Like, and then not only that, being in prison is a whole other ball game because when I first got locked up in prison, I was the first girl I was with her for 7 years, so, and I barely missed visits. So out of a whole year, I probably missed maybe 5 visits at the most, 5 days of visits. So I always was out there, and 70% of the blacks that was out there was either with a white girl or a Mexican girl. So it was only me and a couple other blacks that was with black girls. So I used to ask questions like, man, why? And they give me their perspective of why, they was with a white woman or why they was with a Mexican woman. And it had a point. Now, 16 years later, well, almost 16 years later, and in turn, like you go out there now, most of the blacks is with blacks. So it's like it just totally switched around. But I don't know. I don't have nothing against it. I'm all for it. Whatever floats their boat. If that person make them happy, that person make them happy. I didn't have sex with other races, and I didn't deal with other races. So who am I to judge? But I used to have.
Did you have?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So did you have a relationship with someone of another race? Because having sex with someone doesn't necessarily mean you had a relationship with them.
You right. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. I will say I've been in a long distance relationship with another race before. Not where I was there physical, but you ask, or are you asking me, will I?
No,
have you been in a serious relationship with a white girl?
Did you have a relationship with someone outside of your race?
I never
have a relationship.
I never had a serious physical relationship with no other woman but a black woman.
Straight up, that's crazy. Hey, let me ask one question, Tammy, and I promise I'm gonna give it back to you guys. I want to ask Chuck, but he ain't never been with a white girl or outside. I was gonna ask.
Hold on. I take that back. Wait, hold on. I take that back. Well, it was a short-term relationship, but it wasn't long-term. But I was with a girl, Portuguese. I was with her for about maybe a month, but she was just too Portuguese. She was just a little too crazy. I couldn't go to the bathroom without her at the bathroom. It was just too crazy. She was too possessed, though. I couldn't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? But
wow.
But
Portuguese,
before it got crazy before it got crazy
that's
like
they like Brazil.
It was
they
fun.
like they like kind of like Brazilian. Yeah. Hey, but
I want
to ask.
She was crazy.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I knew a Brazilian chick too. She was crazy. My homeboy messed with her. But I want to put this question out, not only to you, Chalk, but anybody out there. It's the phone lines. A lot of people out there, homies. If you're out there, you can answer this, or maybe the female. But is the myth true though? You know that white women can treat a brother better than a black woman. And I don't mean that it's just a myth. I'm not putting it out there no kind of way or how it's done or who said it or what or none of that. I'm just saying is the myth true?
I'm gonna answer from my perspective, right? And I wouldn't say that it's true. The reason why, well, I'm gonna answer from my perspective. Then I'm answer from what I hear and what I've seen. So I got two answers for you. My perspective, I would say no because I've been in like 4 serious relationships of my life, and they all basically treated me like a king, and I basically had it my way, the same way the dudes would have it if they was with a white woman. Now, on the other hand, I done had brothers tell me that they would prefer to be with a white woman because a white woman basically do what they tell them to do, and they don't bring all the drama that a black woman brings. You know, like I know, black women bring drama.
I think that's the main misconception. I think that's when a dude will say that, or he been with or he switches or is in a relationship with a white woman. I think that's after he's been through a lot of drama. You know what I mean? Probably with the woman he was with, the black woman, his baby mama, whoever she done put him through hell. Then he meets a nice young lady. She happens to be white or something, and she just treats him like a king, without all the extra drama. So I think that's kind of the misconception and what it has to do with. And to a black woman's credit, we put them through a lot of shit too. So they could be stressed out for a reason. So I don't want to put it out there like that.
Do.
Thank you, G, because that.
No, we do. Wait, hold on. We do. Because I didn't put some women through.
Thank you.
No.
Yes.
Well, I agree with you because I didn't put some women through some things.
You have taken. Because this is the thing about women, and I'm a black woman, so I'll put it out there for me. You take so much so you can't take it anymore till you at that point when you're about to break. Then when you're about to break and you start giving it back the way you were getting it, then you are drama or you can't talk to you this, you that. But I was all right when you were dishing it out. Now I'm dishing it back, and I got to be all these things. But it was okay when you were doing it.
Yeah.
Because there are women from every race that can get rowdy, can be drama filled.
Yeah.
The race is not the issue. It's what you have taken that woman through, and now she's had enough. Or then you do have some women that's just, what's a nice word? Revengeful because it didn't work out or whatever. So, and you may have a child, so they're taking you through the 10th power just to spend time with your child because it didn't work out, but they're only doing that because they haven't let go. They haven't turned you loose yet. They still want you. It didn't work, but
Right.
they want you. So whatever means necessary to get at you is what I'm going to use. But
Right.
I truly think that is a myth that a white woman would treat a black man any better than a black woman. It's how you treat that woman. If you treat that woman the way you want to be treated, she's going to give you the love, the attention, everything else you're getting from another race.
And also, let me add this. Do you think also as well?
Oh, G-Lew, hold on, G-Lew. Before
okay, go ahead. Go ahead, bro. No, I was going to say, do you think?
Agree with what she
do you
just
think? I do. But I want to ask this too. Do you think too the misconception as well is that, and don't take this personal, any white women out there listening, but do you think it's true as well that it's a misconception that the white girl will be a little bit more passive than a black one, won't give you as much, you know what I mean? Will let shit slide more than a black girl would.
Well,
I don't
give
think
it take
that's
on the
true
person.
either.
It give it taking on the person because you got some crazy ass white girls.
Exactly.
So it give it take.
Yeah. I don't think that's true either. That's a myth.
What?
That's a myth.
That's
not true.
That was my question. That was my question. Was it a myth?
That's
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Wait, you talking about that crazy white girl?
That's a myth because you have black women that are very passive because they want to keep a man. You have black women that's not confident in who they are, so they take a lot of things off a man just to keep him. And so you got that in every race, just like you got white women that will stand up to that same black man and he say that the black woman is being confrontational, but the white woman stand up to you and say the same thing, but you're not saying she's confrontational. But I have to be confrontational because I'm standing up to you saying I'm not going to put up with your nonsense. So now I have to be an angry black woman. But that same white woman, there's a white woman that would stand up to you and tell you the same things. You're not going to walk in my house 3 o'clock in the morning and we have a relationship but I'm not with you. That's not going to work. But it's okay for her to say that. But if I say it, I got to be an angry, mistrustful black woman.
Unique.
Okay.
Yes.
Unique. It's not what you say, it's how you say it and how you go about doing it. That's the key.
And I agree with you on
the black
too,
women have a certain way of going about I'm going to tell you, the black women have a certain way of doing things. The white women have a certain way of doing things. And they both have their own powers and their ways and the strength of the way they do things. It's just men is more receptive to certain things. When you give certain people action at certain stuff, just say, for instance, I'm head over heels in love with a white girl. So, bam, we've been doing this. So we got these accounts and all this type of stuff, right? So, which black women will too, but they more into certain stuff than the average black woman is. So they going to hit you where it hurt. See, the black woman, she going to key your car, bust out your windows. The average black woman. I'm not talking about all black women. The average black woman. They going to get messy with it. A white woman that's out for revenge, she gonna take all your money. So we would rather, I can't even, but I take that back. I ain't gonna say we would rather. Me, I would rather you bust my car windows and do all that type of stuff than take all my money. But I'm not gonna put a woman in a certain position to mess over me in either way. Because busting out my windows and all that, I can easily get that fixed. You take all my money, I got to start from scratch. So you ain't even finna have access to all my money in the first place. So that's another reason why people get in bonds. Or the children. Like women that threaten to keep their children, you know what I'm saying? So males gonna go through certain things just for, well, I ain't going to even say, because when it comes to black men, it's half of them gonna fight and put up the fight and take you to war over the children, and half of them just gonna be like, well, it's on her. I know because I done been through that situation, and I went through hell and hell and hell, and then it's just so much for you to take, and you have to make a decision. You can stay there and fight, or you can bag up and see where things happen, because if you're a person that's like me, I'm real vengeful. So if you fuck over me, I'm gonna try to fuck over you. So you got to make a choice. Move yourself from that situation before you end up hurting somebody. When in the long time, I mean, in the long term, the person you willing to hurt, you might hurt them, but it's also gonna hurt the person you love by you hurting them. So you got to be the bigger the person, accept it. Like, okay, you did that. So I don't know, man. It's to each and own.
Hey,
this
but
is the thing too, T. This is the thing too. You have to look at it that when a black man has gone through so much with one black woman, he tends to be jaded towards other black women because he thinks the same thing is going to happen. Instead of judging every person on their own merits, you bring in your baggage, and now every black woman has to fit into this little box that you have created for us because you had problems with one.
right. Hey, Tammy and Terry, let me go to the phone lines. We got a caller out there.
Already?
Yeah, we do. Let me go to the phone lines. Caller, hello.
Hello, it's Jane. You knew I was going to call in.
Hi, Jane.
Hey,
How are
Jane.
you?
How you doing, Jane?
I'm all right. I got a cold, but I'm not going to stay on long. I just want to say I'm older than everybody, and being that I was married at 15 because I think I told you before, G-Lew, I was emancipated minor at 15. And my first husband was a black man. I have 2 black children. So I'm from the East Coast, Baltimore, and moved out, brought my 7-year-old daughter here to Washington State. Well, that was not as diverse as it is now. And I met a guy, came 3,000 miles, found about the only black man around here, and I had my son. But anyway, they burnt crosses on our yards. I've been through the whole racial up-down thing. But, you know, I think it has, because I'm older and because I've been through it for so long, and I have children and grandchildren, that it's all in the mindset of the person, whether it be a black woman, a white woman, black man, white man, whatever. It's, you know, you got to love. It's just me because I love more than I hate. So I'm going to always love that person, no matter whether they're black or white, whatever. But I'm just used to being in the black situation. So I don't know.
Once you go black, you can't go back.
Well, yeah, that's funny because I wrote that to
Hey,
Tammy.
that's what they say.
I wrote that to Tammy.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Tammy, did I not text you that?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I texted it to her, yeah.
Wow.
And my second husband.
Answer me the question. Oh, go ahead. Your second husband. My
second husband was white, but I married him because I was struggling with 2 black children in this town that was terrible. I couldn't even get a job, you know. I mean, I loved them, don't get me wrong. I wasn't in love with them. He passed away 8 years, and but he loved my kids. He raised my kids better than he raised his adult-owned children. He was a lot older than me, you know, and he was a good man. He was a good man to them. And but yeah, it just was never the same. And
oh my God.
He's the only white man I ever dated. So what can I say?
Wait. Wow. So you telling me you only dated one white man out your whole entire life?
My entire life, yeah.
Damn, that's deep.
That is deep.
Once you go back, she got stuck. She got hit early, homie. So you know, she just said once it's hard to go back.
I'm a man that don't follow rules, so I'm gonna ask what men don't supposed to ask women. So how old are you?
I'm not going to tell that. I'm not going to say that. I'm just not.
30s, your 40s, your 50s.
No.
She said she was older. She said she was older than everybody. She has grandkids.
I've got 3 grandchildren.
Well,
my daughter.
If you older than all of us. Okay.
37, my son's 30, you know.
So you in your 50s.
I think she said that before. I think she said how old she was before, I think. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm in my 50s, around that area.
All right, one more question around that area. Okay, so you started dating a black guy at 15. Do you regret?
No, I married him at 15. I was raised with him. My stepmother. my stepfather was black, so I was raised that way. You know, that's what I came. I came up like that. So
Jane, let me ask you this: being that you're in your 50s, you know, not to get on your age, but so you, I mean, being at that age, I mean, you like you said, you went through a lot because that was around the time it was still a lot of racial divide. So I'm sure you really went through it. You know what I mean? Seriously,
I'm telling you, they burned a cross on our yard when I got with my son's father here in Washington. They burned a cross in our yard and everything. Then when the military base got big, it became really big, huge. All they brought in, the GIs were all black. So they finally started. Finally, where we had, you know, not we, but the black community became, you know, what it was supposed to be. And there's a lot of diversity here now. And it's not like that now. So, you know, but yeah, I went through it. I've been through it.
It's a whole lot of white girls in Washington that's with black men. A whole lot.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I mean,
there is.
That's all over because that's what you see here in North Dakota. That's all over.
Yeah, but it's real big in Washington. Like almost all black men got white girls.
North Dakota. It's
oh yeah, it ain't like
that. But tell us about North Dakota. I mean, I asked you this before offline, but North Dakota, I would really think that would be like real different. You know what I mean? Speaking of that issue, how is it in North Dakota? As far as that,
it is. I'll say this: is the older race still don't see it, don't like it, don't want nothing to do with it. But you have a younger race of people that's coming up that don't see that. They don't see that nonsense their mom and dad is talking. They doing what they want to do. So you see a lot of interracial couples here. I mean, a lot of interracial couples here in North Dakota. And mainly because the oil field brought so many people from all over to the oil fields to make that money. So you have all these black men up here, and that's what they're dating. You got young black men that came up here to make that money. When the oil was booming, it's not booming like it was before, but when it was booming, you had so many come up here, and a lot of them have married white women or living with white women, and of course they have kids.
That's definitely the way it is here because of the military. You know, the military.
And military base here as well.
The older of military, they brought back German women, Vietnamese women, Asian women, Philippine women, Islanders. You know, that's how they all got to this area. Then when the military base got so big that all the GIs, you know, young black men, that was the way to get out of the neighborhood, get out of the hood and stuff, was get in the military. So if they hadn't, you know, gotten too deep.
And they have the Air Force and Army base here.
Yeah, they combined it. So it's we're the third largest base in the United States. So now it's very, you know, I'm saying in the last 15 years, it's huge. So, but yeah, it's a big difference. I mean, you know, than from when I first came here, we went through hell.
Well, it's more.
And Baltimore wasn't
any
easier. Yeah, Baltimore wasn't any easier. You know, and I did my little time in Baltimore City Jail, and I got my ass kicked every day. I mean, I fought back. You know, I fought back, so I earned that respect. So it stopped, but I was held in contempt of court because I wouldn't testify against my husband. And the judge brought me up every day and said, or every week he'd bring me, or every other day. And you ready to talk? No, I don't have enough to say. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the idiot went and got himself another charge, so the judge let me go. But, I had to earn my respect, and I think that's the way it is, like it should be with everybody. It's how you treat people. You know, exactly. Give that respect, you get it back. And that's the way it goes.
I agree.
Anyway,
it has nothing to do with it.
Pardon me?
I said I agree. Color should not have anything to do with it. You can't help who you love.
No, you can't. But I'm going to get off here. Y'all have a good show. I don't know if I'll stay on, but I'll watch the rest of it on the archives.
Well, I hope you feel better, Jane.
Yeah, I got this cold, this crazy Washington weather. It's in the 50s, and now it's going down to 41. So it's cold for me.
Yeah, and that's what it's doing up. That's what it's doing up here. I mean, one day it's nice, it's in 70s. The next day it's snow flutter.
Right.
So the weather's crazy.
Exactly. We all have a good night. G-Lo, did you send me that in my email? Did you send me that song in my email?
I forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay.
I forgot about that. I got you though. Soon as the show goes off, I'll send that. I'm sorry.
Do it tomorrow or something. It'll be late.
Oh no. I actually did send it, so you didn't get it.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
look.
I did.
I don't always.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't always
Look.
Okay.
Yeah, look and make sure. And if it's not, I'll resend it. But I did send it though.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll look and I'll leave you a message.
Okay. All right, Jane.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night.
You.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay,
right.
Jane.
All righty. Hey man, I'm glad we got a perspective from Jane, who is a white woman, and gave her perspective, and also being that she's older, you know what I mean? She, I'm sure really went through it, you know what I mean? Coming up, you know what I mean? She said she started when she was 15, dating a black man that was married, I believe, and had kids. So, I'm sure she went through hell, you know what I mean? Back in them days, man, Go ahead, Tammy.
I was about to say they're still going through it. Nothing has changed with that. You still have those that just refuse to accept that relationship. It's just they're not doing it. They won't have it. So you still have people in their 20s and 30s still catching it from their parents, their grandparents, other family members, because you choose to date who you choose to date.
Right. But I think at this point in time, I mean, like you said, it's mainly the older people, that don't agree, older white men more so. But I mean, in this day and time that we're living in, I mean, in a few years, 10, 15, 20 years, I mean, I believe the whole nation of America will be somewhat racially like you know what I mean? Everybody's this is a melting pot. The American we live in is a whole lot of different races. So it's not just white and black, it's everything. Everybody's mixing it up, you know what I mean? So soon I think it's gonna be, way different some years to come, you know what I mean? How interracial, children and everything are brought into this world, and I think that's not a bad thing because this country is just so, even like you said, to this day racially divided, and more so the older, you know what I mean, like even up to our president, they got all this crazy madness going on right now, you know what I mean? So I don't know, that's my take on it. We got another caller though, Tammy. You go ahead, Tammy.
No, I'm here. I didn't say anything. I'm here. Go take the caller.
Oh, okay. Let me go to the phone lines. Caller 857. Hello.
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 Hi.
Hey. How you doing?
Hello. How are you?
Good. Just wanted to weigh in about the interracial.
Okay.
Who are we speaking with?
My name is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.
Jessica, thank you for calling.
Not a problem. So, my intake on it. I feel like love is love. Skin doesn't matter. Sexuality, preference doesn't matter. Religion doesn't matter. I just feel like that's how the world, unfortunately, doesn't look at it, but they should. I, myself, never dated in my race. Never. Have no clue.
What are you? What race are you, if I can ask?
White.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
you always dated black men?
No.
Okay.
Puerto Rican, Dominican, not just black. I dated Hispanic men. My brother is half Puerto Rican. So even my mother has dated outside her race.
Okay.
And my brother's wife is black. Like when our family gets together, it's like the United Nations coming together. We have family that's mixed with Cambodian, Russian, Jamaican, Barbados. I mean, just all over. So to me, I've always been brought up. And like with the talk earlier where Terry had said, or maybe it was somebody who had said about how maybe white women are more
yeah, that was me. That was me.
Listen, my mouth, horrible.
You sound like it too. You sound like you got a mouth on you. You sound like you.
It's bad. It's gotten me in trouble. Don't get me wrong.
You sound like you a handful.
My mouth it's reckless. It's very bad. I don't care. My thing is, my theory in life: respect me, I respect you. But you come at me, and I'm shooting back. That's just how it is. I've never been a doormat in a relationship, and I don't get me wrong. I also know because I have family that's done crazy time in jail, and they all say the same. The white women are more, I guess you can say, dumb.
No, I wouldn't say just a little more passive.
Love.
Just a little more passive.
Yeah, they just want love so bad that they'll accept anything, just to get not me. No, I got to get something in order to give. I can't just.
Okay. Jock, what you think about all this?
What was that?
I was asking Terry. Jock, what you think about all this?
Well, you talking about what Jessica just said?
Yeah.
I just said that.
You got real quiet. Do you know Jessica? You just got real quiet on me.
You said, do I know Jessica?
Yeah.
Or Jessica got quiet. Me or Jessica? Yeah, I know Jessica. She's one of my authors.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was something more because you just got real quiet on me, so I didn't know if this was like.
Oh no.
That's my publisher.
Okay. Just clearing it up.
When it comes to all right, the question that you asked me is you meaning like exactly what she said pertaining from her?
No, I was just saying, did you hear what she said and what's your take on it? I was just asking, did you hear what Jessica said and how she feels about it, everything? Just what's your take on it? You had got quiet on.
I agree to a certain point, right? That the way I deal with women is totally different from other men. So I ain't never personally experienced it, but I done seen other men who have experienced it where white women do go for damn near anything. Like a motherfucker say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," ooh, or she ain't got no choice but to do that. And they'll literally say, like, why she right there or why she on the phone? And, you know, if you do that with a black girl, you gonna be like, nigga, you got me fucked up.
Right,
they gonna stay in their place. They might say something when you get off the phone, but they ain't gonna say nothing. Black woman you ain't finna just mark her out like that in front of nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a difference like that. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
but
right.
You also go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Jock. I was just gonna ask a question. Go ahead, bro.
But you also do have white women that's crazy like that. And
because Jessica sound like she crazy. Jessica sound like she crazy though too. Jessica sound like she the business. She don't even sound white. She sound like she Puerto Rican. She sound like she'll give you the business, man.
Like I got a sister named Jessica. One of her best friends is white, and like if you talk to her, like if you talk to her on the phone, you wouldn't even know that she's white at all. You'd think she's black. When you try some fast shit like that with her, shit. And she's a skinny bitty thing, but she gonna flight you. You gonna have to whoop her. She ain't
be the worst one. Them be the worst one. The little ones, boy, they be the worst one.
She gonna say, you got me fucked up.
No, but there's always good and bad apples in any race. Period.
Right.
And for, the best way I describe to people, and of course, obviously I write under Soldier Chalk Presents, and it's hard writing in the urban industry when you're white. It's very hard for people to read your books and take it serious
But how do they? But being that you're a writer, how would they even know that you're white?
Well, my Facebook.
Oh, they know.
Oh, okay.
They, I mean,
but I mean, I'm
just
saying somebody who would pick up your book who doesn't have your Facebook and
they
just
probably
pick
wouldn't. They probably wouldn't. Reading the book itself, they more than likely wouldn't know that I was white. My thing is, I'm a product of my environment. It's where I was. I wasn't brought up in the suburbs with a white picket fence with a little dog named Spot. You know, my father was no. I grew up in the streets. I mean, I'm a product of my environment. But one thing that does get me aggravated is when you have them white girls who think they're black. Like that, what's her name, Bad Bobby, or something like that.
Yeah.
That little white girl that was on Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
That,
I know you're talking about meeting outside.
That aggravates me. Be who you are. Like, don't force it. And I think that's why a lot of people in the industry that I have interacted with take a liking to me. Because one thing with me is I'm a human. I'm not white. I mean, obviously I'm white, but the way I look at anybody in this world, no matter, like I said, no matter their sexual preference, their skin complexion, their religious beliefs, we are all human. We all bleed the same. If I get a cut, I'm going to bleed red. If you get a cut, you're going to bleed red. It doesn't matter what our preference is with any choices that we make in life, and that's how I've always looked at everything. I tell people, I'm colorblind.
Right. That's right.
You good to me, I'm good to you. You respect me, I'm going to respect you.
Right. Jessica, let me ask you. Let me ask you this. Off topic. What do you think about cupcaking?
You know, I've listened to.
I'm just playing. I had to do that.
Listen,
I just had to do it.
I cupcaked the other day on the phone. I cupcaked on the phone for 8 hours the other day, but it was with another woman. But I was cupcaking on the phone.
Okay.
Dang, nothing wrong with cupcaking.
Okay, I had to get your take on that. That's all. I'm just joking.
Listen, I've been laughing the past few weeks. I tune in, but I usually listen in on my laptop.
Okay.
But I figured tonight would be a topic that I could voice.
Right.
Because I've experienced interracial to where not just black or white. Interracial could be many different things. It's different races coming together.
Right.
And I have dated outside my race, as like I said, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. I'm from Boston, so we have many different races here. Many.
But Boston, let me ask you this though. Being that you're from Boston, that's interesting because I always heard Boston was like a real racial town. Is that true?
No.
I know a couple people from Boston.
No.
Heard that. Okay.
It's uncommon to see white with whites out in Boston.
Okay. So that's a myth.
Yeah, that's a myth. Boston is so far from a racist state where people frown upon. I almost married a man from South Carolina, and I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. I was nervous going down there with him to meet his family because I know the South is so, very racist.
South Carolina.
On both
Especially
sides.
South Carolina. I heard that shit was crazy over there.
Yeah.
South Carolina.
That's where he's from, ironically. And I was scared to go down there and meet his family. I'm like, wait, are you sure your mama knows I'm white? Are you sure it's not going to be a problem? Because I know it goes both ways. The South got a lot of whites that hate white people who date blacks. So I was scared to go down there. Like, wait. And then, they so polite down there. The South, they got the mannerisms, and Boston people are just rude.
Mm-hmm.
So that took some getting used to. Like, why they waving and beeping when they ride by the house? Like, do you know them people?
Right.
And I guess that was just like a southern thing to do.
That's the way we were raised. We were raised.
That's southern hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we were
raised to do that.
Like, I mean, the little kids were calling me, "Hey, Miss Jessica." I'm like, looking at them like, "Hey, I'm not old. I'm young."
No, that's just what they. Yeah, that's just what they say though. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
But
that's
wow.
what we're taught.
Ain't you in your 50s, Jessica?
Excuse me?
Why you keep putting these girls? Why you keep putting these girls out here with this age, Jock?
See, I ain't in my 50s.
Jock, you a fool. Jock, you a fool.
No, I'm 43.
So, are you trying to say 50 is old, Dr. Hill?
No, I ain't said nothing.
That's
I ain't said nothing. I just said, ain't you in your 50s? Hey, 50s ain't no.
Nope.
Hey, look, my granny. Well, I ain't gonna even put my granny in this conversation. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Granny.
I'm gonna go get done.
You said my granny. Jock, you a fool.
I'm 43.
Hey, my granny thinks she 21. Boy, you can't tell her no difference. Woo.
So you're trying to say that your granny is 50?
No, my granny in her 70s, but she thinks she in her 30s.
Wow. Hey, check this out. Let me go to another caller. We got another caller out there. Hang on, Jessica. Don't go nowhere. Caller, hello. 540. Caller, hello.
Oh, hi. Is that me?
Yes, that's you. Hello. How you doing?
Hi, so this is Sasha. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Tammy. I didn't catch the third party's name.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, Pasha.
How you doing?
Well, I'm going to put it in my 2 cents. Okay. Personally, I feel so. I'm going to put in my 2 cents. Personally, I feel as though when races met, y'all kind of screw the child up. And let me put some facts to that. This is just my opinion, so don't nobody knows it. I'm biracial. And I think a couple of y'all know I'm not right in the head. All right. And every mixed person I've ever met is the same way. My mother was white.
You said you're what again?
I said, okay, you got the mixed part, right?
Yeah, I got that.
Feeling like mixed people are not right in the head.
Right.
Okay.
You said you're not right in the head.
I've ever met.
I don't.
What?
You said you're not right in the head.
Let her go ahead. Let her go ahead first, Chuck. Let her.
Am I right in the head? No, not really. All right, so every mixed person that I've ever met, has really, honest to God, been mentally unstable. Okay?
Stable?
Yeah, like for real, mentally unstable.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is, watching my mom growing up, she would always tell my sister and I, "Oh, you're not allowed to, date white dudes. You're not allowed to date white dudes." Her husband was white, but that's neither here nor there. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents.
Okay, so but tell us why you feel that way though, like, cause you just put everybody that was interracial in a category. So we're just trying to, not saying I'm not biracial. I'm just trying to say, why do you feel like that, and what can you say to back that up to know that is true?
Well, I just said is this experience. Every biracial person I've ever met, I've honest to God never in my life encountered a biracial person that was mentally stable. Not one.
And then like stable, like how, like they're like that could be a lot of different things. You know what I mean? Like how were they unstable?
I mean, it's like, I'm trying to put this into words. There's certain things, like for example, and I'm kind of getting off. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. Every mixed female, that I've ever seen, like, it's always you think that you're being treated, you think that you're being treated bad. I've seen, not me personally, I've seen people bust windows, crash tires, things of that sort, and it's always been mixed race. And then I look at the black women that I've seen, or, black females growing up, and I've not really seen that. Like, I've honestly seen them be more.
That's what Chalk was just saying. The black girls do that. So I don't know about that. That's what Chalk was just saying. All the black girls bust your windows out. That's what you said, Chalk.
Oh, yeah. Hey, she got black in it. She crazy just like that, too, though.
Yeah, but she said that's just the interracial. She said that's just the biracial people doing that.
But that's not
all women doing that. Not all women. I don't think all women do it. But I'm pretty sure some white women that bust out some windows too. But black women do it for sure though, and they key your car up.
Yeah. That's and not a true statement. All black women do not bust out windows or key your car.
Say it again. Would you say Unique?
I said that's not a true statement. All black women do not key your car.
I didn't say all black women, but a nice issue of them do.
Windows
but
out.
a nice issue, but a nice issue of them. Well, I'm gonna say like this: it pertaining to where you at. Where I come from, play them games if you want to with one of them. Let them find out. You gonna be cheating or at the movie somewhere. You gonna come out. Your car gonna be on flat or 4 flat, not 1, 4 flat. Window bust out, they gonna write bitch all in your car with their key, all that good old stuff. Fresh paint. You just spent $2,500 on your paint. All that. They do all that. They get man.
Girl got me on that one.
Hey man, look, on the real, right? I'm gonna tell you a true story, right? That's why you don't go after them big booty black women, right? I had me a big old booty black woman, right? Hey man, I'm talking about she you walk by you. I don't give a fuck. If you was in the women, you gonna look. You ain't got. She had the most perfect booty I ever saw in real life. Period. And it was just so soft but firm at the same time, right? But look, anyway, long story short, right? She was crazy. She come knocking on the door, and I stopped like messing with her. She wasn't from my neighborhood, so I stopped messing with her. And then I'm at this girl house, so she come knocking on the girl door, right? Asking for me. I said, this girl crazy little mother. Then she gonna tell the girl come outside so she can whoop her ass, right? So I go downstairs, you know what I'm saying, I make her leave. Bam. So a couple of days go by. So now I already know how women is. She mad because she like, oh, well, can't no nigga, can't nobody over here claim him but me. You ain't even from over here for one, right? So she's marking females out in my neighborhood, right? So now I gotta hide my car. So I got my car hid because my neighborhood's a long street, then you got these side streets. So I got my car put on the side street and then in the homie yard, right? So one of the older homies that's like, well, at this time I was like maybe 19. So the older homie was probably like 35. She got so much put in my hood now because I had her over there a lot. So basically, she was like from my hood. Well, she wasn't from my hood, but a lot of people were, you know, my homies had love for her. So he told her where my car at, right? Man, I go get my car, you know what I'm saying? I said, what? Man, I'm gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? She wrote a big O on the door. A big old bitch. B-I-T-C-H. So I'm like, man, this motherfucker. Then they want to hide her, right? I'm hot. So I found out the homie told her where my car at. So, you know what I'm saying, I went to my little stash spot, you know what I'm saying, and I go back to her, the homie there. Then my niggas, they told my road dog, so my road dog came and got in the middle of it before I could make it to the homie. But I'm hot, though, because my car was freshly painted. I'm mad. I'm talking about I was steaming, right? Man, these women is crazy. You can't stop them.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's even worse.
And
like
then
you do some shit like that, you try to hide it because they think you really do. You hide it from them like that. It's even worse.
And then they think they gonna do that to your car, and then you gonna still give them some. Man, you gotta be stone nuts. Like, you think I'm gonna come lay up with you? You can't even give me no dome. I don't even want no dome. I'm cool. They literally like call you the next day like, oh, well, what you doing? Come pick you up. Yeah. You better put my car in the paint shop. And then I think about coming to pick you up. Yeah, man, that girl. I got some stories about that girl. That girl crazy.
Hey,
crazy.
Jock. So you had to ride around the hood. You had to ride around the hood like that for a minute, huh?
No, I ain't know I didn't. I got me another car. No, I didn't. I ain't riding around like that.
T, that was just foreplay.
That was what?
She said that was foreplay.
I don't do all that foreplay stuff. The first time I meet a girl, the first time I mess with a girl, we gonna get. No, I'm telling you, when I was out the first time, you gonna get a kiss and all that. The first time I might suck on your teeth and all. The first time, after that, ain't no more kissing, none of that. It's just strictly sex.
Ain't no cupcaking.
I ain't got none of that. Ain't no cupcaking. I ain't got time for all that. I was on the move, man. I was go get. I'm go getter and I'm gang banging. And I'm partying, so I ain't have time to cupcake. I ain't laying the cupcake. Well, with my baby mama, though, my first baby mama, I used to cupcake with her. I shut the hood down. I stopped hustling and all that for like 90 days. I go to school, get out of school, go straight to her house, and lay up with her all day. We'll lay up, play games, dance, all that old good shit. Because when I was 17. And I was already wild in the streets at the time. She shut a nigga down for about 90 days. And after that 90 days, she fucked up. Well, she didn't fuck up. But she fucked up because I'm real straight. She didn't even do nothing wrong. It's like, you probably wouldn't have tripped off of it. Well, a lot of niggas probably wouldn't have tripped off of me. I pushed a cold line. So I tripped and it was no more. It was gone after that. I went back to my old ways. You know what I'm saying? Had plenty of women and all that. I said all this shit down first. Yeah, she let her friends talk her into going to visit her ex. She didn't even go to mess with him or none of that. But just the point, she could have asked me, I would have let her go. But nah, she went over there. That was a wrap. You might as well have sex with him in my eyes. She might as well. But one of my little homies was over there in that area.
And I would have tripped too. I would have tripped on that too. Yeah, you ain't going to see your ex.
She didn't go. It's the same thing.
Nah.
So in my eyes, listen, I'm telling you, let me clear this up for you. You ain't got to ask me. I'm going to tell you. If you my woman, and I tell you the do's and the don'ts, my don'ts is this, and you do it, you might as well go cheat. It's going to be the same punishment. It's the same thing.
So she needed to ask your permission to do something.
No, she didn't even ask. She didn't have to ask me nothing. I'm not trying to run her shit. Grown woman. She grown. She didn't have to ask. All she had to do is like.
But you said if she had asked you, you would allow.
You want me to break you down? You want me to break it down? So you want me to break the whole? Well, I ain't gonna break the whole story. I ain't gonna break the whole story because people gonna be like, "Damn, you cold." Yeah, but I think I told the story on here before. If you go back and look at one of the things, I just didn't put all the details. Matter of fact, yeah, I did. I didn't put this part in there, but I put how I started dealing with her and about me laying up cupcaking and all that for that 90 days. I put all that in there. But it didn't go.
I'm just asking about the ask permission part. That you said.
No, she didn't have to ask. What I'm saying is, all right. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Okay, if she'd been like, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna go out," because her homegirls was messing with two of his homeboys. You know how like 3 homegirls mess with 3 dudes, but she no longer messed with the dude no more. And he was fresh out. He had just got out of jail. When he went to jail, they was together. When he got out of jail, they wasn't together. So the girls want to go see the 2 niggas, but they like nah, we chilling with him, so you can't unless y'all get her to come. And she was mad at me, and she let them talk her into going, and it was a wrap.
Okay.
That was a wrap. I went back to my whole way.
She didn't
had a conversation.
She had a conversation.
We had a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She had a conversation.
Okay. So let's get back to Jessica, because Jessica, you were saying that all the biracial kids or people
that wasn't Jessica. That wasn't Jessica. That was the other young lady.
That was Tasha.
Yeah, Tasha.
Oh,
yeah, I said that.
Still there?
I'm here.
Tasha? Okay. So you said all the biracial kids or people that you know are kind of crazy?
Unstable.
No, they are. Like every single, including myself, I'm not excluded, every female here in Virginia that I've ever encountered from childhood all the way up to adulthood has been honestly mentally unstable.
So define unstable. What do you mean when you say unstable? Define that for me. What do you mean?
When I say unstable, I'm talking 1 minute you may be, I don't know, the happiest person in the world. The next minute, like, your mood is just completely down or you're somewhere in the middle. And whoever is closest to you normally is the one that catches, your mood at that moment, especially if you're upset. And in my experience here, that's the only thing I've ever seen with biracial females is that they're pretty screwed up. And then I look at, black women, and it's not like that. They're more calm, here. And then white women were more like my mom. Like, she would bust my dad's head wide open for looking at her the wrong way.
So I want to ask, why do you think, where does everybody's unstable, but what do you think, where do you think that comes from? What makes someone, most of the people you're saying that's biracial?
Yeah.
What do you think makes them that way?
Do you think it's because they have 2 races
Not just
that's
natural.
going on and they...
and they're not accepted by either race? Or is it because, do you think that's part of the problem, that I have a white mom and a black dad and I'm not really accepted by either race, or I'm trying too hard to be a part of a certain race that's not accepting me because I really want to hang out with my black side of the family, but they think I'm too white, or I want to hang out with my white side of the family, but they think I'm too black. So do you think that plays a part in them not being unstable, but just being insecure? I don't really like the word unstable, but that's just me. So do you think maybe that's why they are insecure, or they're not able to find their way because they don't know where or which side they should be on? Because you have two different completely cultures there that you're trying to be a part of. And maybe that's part of why they're feeling the way they feel. One moment they are happy and the next moment they're not, because they don't know where to fit in or how to fit in.
I mean, yeah,
Did you experience
right.
that as a biracial person?
I mean, it's not. Go ahead.
Did you experience that as being a biracial young lady? Did you experience not knowing if you fit in with the black side of your family or the white side of your family, and how did that make you feel? Did you feel uncomfortable? Did you feel unsure? Did you feel like you didn't belong on either side?
I mean, growing up, it was more of a problem. Not now. It's different now. But growing up, like the white side of my family, you really didn't pay attention to that. Like that really wasn't pointed out, you know. And then the black side of the family, they frowned upon it more, honestly. But, you know, that was then. So, yeah, you could be right, because outside, you know, your friends, either you weren't black enough to play with one side or you weren't white enough to play with the other. So you pretty much got stuck playing with each other.
Okay, so that
probably. But one of y'all got to tell me what cupcakes is.
Say what?
Yeah, y'all keep saying that. I have no idea.
Say what?
Don't feel bad, Tasha. I had no idea either when they brought it up about cupcaking.
What? Oh, cupcaking. You asked about cupcaking? Hey, okay.
You know,
let me
ask
you then. Yeah, let me ask you, because I asked everybody on here, especially the ladies, how do you feel about cupcaking? But you're unaware.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, Chalk, you want to explain it? Chalk is a professional cupcaker.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to?
No.
Want me to explain?
We want you to explain it, G, because you keep bringing it up. So you need to explain it.
You know, right? Put me on the spot. But you know, cupcaking, in from my perspective, is just putting a 10 on it. You know what I mean? When you're with a female, more so a female you just met, probably new and everything, and you're just doing the most, the extra, like Chalk said, just shut everything down for 90 days and just all day playing games and, you know, talking on the phone all day, and you know what I mean? Just like real, from a dude's point of view, like doing, you know, going all the way out for this girl. You know what I mean? It may not be, you may not need to do that. You know what I mean? At that time, or the female may not be deserving of that, but you're doing it anyway. So you're cupcaking.
Got you.
All right, now I gotta get my perspective.
Go ahead, Chuck.
My perspective on cupcaking is like, you in the house with her, laid up, you leaning on. I mean, she leaning her head on your shoulders, or y'all laying in the bed watching TV all day, or wrestling and all that old stuff. That's my definition of cupcaking.
That's what I said, Chuck. You up in the house all day. You shut it down for 90 days. You up in the house.
Oh yeah, that was cupcaking. Yeah, that was real cupcaking. No, that was real cupcaking right there.
Well, basically,
that was
basically
so
cupcaking.
So basically, you have to spend without the benefit.
Like cuddling. I'm not just cuddling.
It's not a time frame. It's like going, basically being over emotional. Like
there you go. There you go.
Like
there you go.
Like being over all smugged up together. Like you chasing up under her ass, or she chasing behind your ass. You know, you know, y'all cupcaking. Y'all, you know, y'all they all brewed up. You know what I'm saying? They all brewed up.
So are you cupcaking because you're trying to win her over, and once you get her, you through cupcaking?
That's the
Once
misconception.
you get it, ain't no more the cupcaking is over with.
But listen. That's what my man Tweed said. Tweed was on here. He said that's why you keep it real with a woman. You treat her how you're gonna treat her and continue to treat her how you do. So if you start off cupcaking, you got to continue because you don't want her having mixed emotions. Like that's what Tammy said. You know, somebody can fool you with the cupcaking, and then like Chalk said, it's over with, and then the lady expecting the cupcaking still. And then but from what we've been hearing from most of the women, they don't like cupcakers. I think we had like a 5-1.
Hey, look, most of them women love cupcaking.
This is why
most of them women love cupcaking, including Unique, including Tasha, including Jessica.
They don't
all
want
of them like cupcaking, every last one of them.
Yeah, but some dudes emotional. They don't want to do it all the time over emotion.
I never denied it.
There's nothing wrong with cupcaking. There's nothing wrong with cupcaking.
Okay. That's Jessica right there.
There's nothing wrong with cupcaking. Here's the problem with cupcaking, though, and I'm going to tell you what, from a woman's perspective, why I don't like necessarily when a man wants to cupcake, because like Terry said, that's what they use. That's like the little secret formula that they use to try to butter you up, break you down, have you looking at them with googly eyes, thinking shit's all sweet, when in reality, they just after locking you down. They got you thinking like, everything's gravy, like life is great. You guys are gonna, walk down the beach with your feet in the sand while the waves are hitting, and then you turn around and you really with the devil in disguise. This motherfucker here will be the one to try to put your head through a wall. He just got you. He cupcakes to get you where he wants you, and then he reveals the truth. Then
that's why you gotta watch out. That's again why you have to watch out for the cupcakers, or the cupcakers in disguise. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And hold on.
Okay,
with
guys,
that being said, go ahead.
Let's bring it back. G is not going to keep us on this cupcaking subject
I'm
all
not.
night.
Okay, I'm not. But Tammy, let me do this right quick, please. Let me go to the phone lines right quick because I got somebody who wants to tap in right quick.
No, I already know who it is. No.
Caller, hello.
No.
Caller, hello.
No.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Cupcakers are all around the world. First of all, let me say what a beautiful evening it is to be cupcaking for those that partake in that particular event. Now, what I want to say, mostly women initiate cupcaking. Men do not say, hey, baby, let's lay under this blanket and feed each other popcorn kernels. Men don't do that. It's the woman that initiates the cupcaking. Men prefer not to do it. They do it to tolerate it because they think that's what you want. So don't think that we just want to hold hands and kick cans. That's what I always say. We don't want to just hold hands and kick cans with you. We tolerate the act of cupcaking because that's what you want. But like I said, G-Lew expressed it perfectly. If you start off doing that, you're going to continue to be a sucker.
I think it all depends on the woman.
Yes, but the average woman is more emotional. She wants you to cuddle with her. I hate the word cuddle. C-U-D-D-L-E. I can't stand it. I've never used it in a rhyme, and I've been rapping for 30 years. I've never once used that word in conversation. It's like, I don't like nothing about the word cuddle. That sounds like a female term. That sounds like a woman made up that name, cuddle. Some bullshit.
Maybe my husband should have been a bitch.
Well, if he likes to cuddle, he might have some tendencies. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling him a bitch, but he might have a few tendencies. He might have a few tendencies. You know what I'm saying? If you stick your finger in your finger in his booty and he like it, he might have some tendencies.
No, but that whole cupcake, he used to tell me all the time, I'm cold, I'm unaffectionate. He wants more compassion. Like, no, here's your blanket, there's your side of the bed, leave me alone.
Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna share no ice cream cones with you, so I don't know about all the other shit. I'm just saying, cuddling is not in my repertoire, and if I had a son, that would be one of the first rules I would tell him after: defend yourself, be a man at all times, and absolutely no cuddling or cupcaking allowed. Hi, Tammy. How you doing, man? What's up, Tammy Tam? I'm okay, Tammy, man. I'm just willing and dealing, trying to keep from stealing, you know. That's about it. I'm just enjoying.
I don't want you stealing.
Let's go with the interracial situation. No, not to change the subject, but
that's the topic.
I've had a few experiences with. I've had an Italian, a Puerto Rican. What was that other girl that I really, really like? Oh, Panamanian. I've never actually been in a relationship with the white girl, although I've dealt with them. And to speak on the mental disorder situation, that, you know, the unstableness, to me, a lot of people are bipolar and have never been officially diagnosed. You know how they say, oh, Gemini, they'll go out the room and come back and be a different person. Well, if you're suffering from bipolar disorder, you are that same way. You have these happy highs and these crazy lows. Now, a lot of women, you know, that might have not been diagnosed, when you meet them, they're all chipper, and then you'll walk into the house or something, and they sitting on the couch crying, and you ask them what's wrong, and they can't even explain it. Feel me? So all women are kind of iffy when it comes to illnesses. Nowadays, not only do you have to check the credit score, you got to ask, are you on any forms of medication? Do you know who Prozac is? Ritalin, you know. Have you ever been on a 5150 psychiatric hold? You got to ask those questions, man. It ain't just about, do you have an HIV test? I need to know, do you have mental illness in your family? It's a lot of criteria that goes on nowadays.
But you know what?
That's my personal opinion.
That's very true for both ways. Men should look, and women should definitely inquire about a man's mental background.
Exactly. Because they're not going to
tell you that. Yeah, they're not going to.
And neither will a woman though, and neither will a woman, because she could be suffering from abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, and then when you meet her, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful to you, but that girl got issues, and you don't really know until that trigger comes out. And now, after you've invested your time, your love, your heart into her, then you find out that, how the other caller said, she's lightweight, unstable, and then what do you do now? You know, now you're put in a hell of a situation. Do I kick her to the curb? Do I try to work with her? You know, what do I really do? I didn't sign up for all of this. She may be cute, but I ain't feeling this. I mean, man, it happens every day. It happens every day.
I have to agree with you there. I do. And that's why when I was doing the women groups, I would tell them you have to heal that hole, that black hole that's there before you can go and try to get involved with anyone else, because you're not whole. And if you're not whole, you cannot be whole in a relationship. You can't bring anything there. Yeah. And keeping what you've gone through is not good, because eventually it's going to come out. Because like you said, it's going to be a trigger. Something's going to happen that trigger a memory or something with you. And then it all comes out. And like you said, you didn't sign up for that. So now what's my next move? And then you have to.
And guess what?
Now.
And guess what as well? You might think, oh man, I shouldn't have gave her that Hennessy. I was tripping. She can't handle her liquor. But the Hennessy just brought out the bipolarism, and you wasn't aware of that. So you might even accept the guilt and responsibility of her trippiness when it had nothing to do with the Remy. Feel me?
That's a very good point.
I understand what you're saying. You bring great points to the table with that. So, again, that's why I stress to women, you have to heal before you can go into another relationship, even if it's not mental, even if it's not bipolar, even if you have a mental illness. You still need to heal before you go into it. When you leave one relationship, you need to take a year or two to get to know you again. Heal you before you go into the next relationship. And
I know, but the world is spinning so fast. Man, the world is spinning so fast. Bro to dump you at 5:30 and 10 o'clock have another dude. You feel me? Nobody takes the time to really reevaluate because the world is spinning and you don't want to get left out of the action. What do they always say? If a girl dump you, go to the club. You know, if a girl dump you, the homie's going to say, man, just go to the club. You'll be able to knock you one, you know. And I believe women are the same way. My uncle told me, let me say this, and I'm going to shut the hell up. My uncle told me a long time ago, he said, when that girl break up with you, she's going to do everything for the next guy that she wouldn't do for you. Feel me? Because when you first meet a woman, it's the truth on me. She going to give it to him any way he like it, you know. Like let's take oral sex, for example. She might not want to do it with you, but when she meets that next dude, she going to give it to him. Feel me? And it's really like that. They're going to do more for that next man than they did for you. And it's going to be more. You up. Exactly. They're going to be more susceptible and more willing to go the whole 9 yards when they could have, you know, man, they came to build, man, oh shit, I got to tell you this story. And then I'm going to shut up. I had a girl that broke up with me. We were staying together for like 6 months. One morning, I had worked a late shift. I had a square job. I come home at 7 o'clock in the morning. All of her stuff was gone. But it was a box that was in the bedroom, sitting on the bed. And I looked into the box, and that box had nothing but panties and bras in it. And that intrigued me. I'm like, why would she leave her panties and bras? So I asked my sister, I said, what does that really mean? She said she was showing you that she didn't want nothing, you know. She going to go get her whole new ensemble for that new dude. She don't want to come to his bed with them same panties that she had in your bed. That's what that meant. And it was a power move and a statement. And I was so naive, I had to go to a female to find out what statement and what did that mean. I'm talking about a box of Victoria's Secret good panties and bras, feel me? She left it all. So that meant she was going to go come fresh and go break off the next dude. That's what that meant. Y'all women are diabolical creatures. That's why y'all bleed every month, you know, because man, y'all diabolical, man. Oh, my God.
That's a topic.
Oh, warm-blooded snakes. Y'all warm-blooded snakes. I don't trust none of y'all.
That's a topic for another show. You know, we need a show just for you.
But that's
we want you
so,
to come
Tammy,
on
what do you think about that?
Questions.
What do you think about the box of panties and bras? What did that symbolize, in your opinion?
Jessica.
Who are you asking?
I think Jessica.
I'm asking any female,
Tammy,
any
my bad.
on the panel. Tammy, any female on the panel.
I have to agree with your sister to a certain degree that she left that there, especially if you bought them for her. She left them there for you. And probably because you did something, you probably not giving us the whole story, but she probably left them there for you for a reason because you bought them, but you're probably leaving some things out. You're not giving it all to us. But that's okay, too. But I have to agree with your sister. She was making a point. She left your panties there. The bras that you brought, she left them all there for you. So you can have them. You can smell them at night while she's gone. Put them under your pillow, put them under your nose.
Oh, my God. Wow. Wow. I didn't buy none of them, by the way, so that's out of the question. But I just want to know what was the reason.
She was leaving. If you didn't buy them, she was leaving you some memories. You got something to remember her by.
Well,
yeah, it sounds like you messed up over and over and over.
I don't sniff nothing but tuna, and that's when it's coming out the can to see if it's fresh. In a way, I'm going to be reminiscing about some panties. Please believe.
Lord have mercy. All right. The topic tonight is dating interracial. That's
Hey, Tammy, hold
about.
on. Let me ask the other caller one more thing. I believe her name was Tasha, the one who talking about the unstableness.
Go believe that.
Was that Tasha?
That was me.
Yeah,
okay,
Tasha. That was Tasha.
Okay, let me ask you this, Tasha. Since we're speaking about relationships, we talk about. Tammy was asking you about just unstableness and how you dealt with that or how that came about because of your parents or whatnot or your family. But how about relationships or how have your relationships been? Have they been unstable and how? You can talk about that.
How can I put this? You talking about romance-wise or friendship, family? Like, be a little more specific with that.
Period. A relationship that you had with a dude, how have they been?
Unstable. I mean, they've been long-term, but, okay, I'll use this for an example. And Soldier and Jessica, y'all know what I'm talking about. I've had the same, on and off romantic relationship with the same person since I was 18. That person in particular, I've allowed to control and dictate everything. I think it was Tammy earlier. It's like, well, wait a minute, she had to ask you for this or that. Well, for me, I feel as though an inmate had more freedom than I because my phone time was limited. When he would come in the house, he'd turn all the lights on to let me know he was there. It was time to power off the phone. My phone wasn't allowed to be on the weekends. What I ate, what I drank, whether or not I got to sleep, those things. They were very much controlled. But I saw a lot of that growing up. So, and outside of that, it was more like I was the controller. So I guess you could say it's been on both sides. But like you were saying earlier in reference to people being bipolar, that I am. But I can't really blame, how I turned out on that. I really do look at, okay, well, this side is this way, this side is that way, and I'm stuck a little bit in the middle, or a whole lot in the middle. So I don't know if that answered the question.
Yeah, it did somewhat. I was trying to figure out, was the unstableness coming from you or was it the relationship, or do you think you had something to do with that, saying that you were unstable, or was it, does that have a part in the relationships that you choose, like the men that you draw to you? But you said you were in the same relationship for years, though, so I don't know if that's the case. So I don't really know about that one.
In that situation, I don't think that it was myself or my race or the fact of me being bipolar. I think with that, because I've, seen his relationship with other people and he just is who he is. I don't think that was me. I think that was him. But, everything.
So why would you stay? But let me ask you this. Why would you stay with him that long if it was like that? You said, I don't know.
Initially, honestly, I did because I ended up, having children with him. So I basically stayed with him because the first two I had were not his. So when I had the ones later, I wanted them all to stay together. It was a whole back and forth thing. And then fast forwarding, once they grew up, I pretty much stayed because that, well, again, it's been on and off, but I basically kept going back because it's what I was used to. It's almost like routine. When you become accustomed to something, some people don't like change, and I'm one of them.
Okay, wow, I don't know how to answer. Tammy, Tweed, what? I don't know.
Well, she's right, and I said that a couple of shows back. I said that women stay in relationships because it's what they know, and they're afraid to move on. Because if I know what I have right here, I'm afraid of the unknown, even though what I have is toxic to me and my children, but it's what I know. So I have to feel that. We talked about this with, I forgot to call his name, when she was asking me how did I leave. It's not as easy as walking out when you have kids, but you have to look at yourself and you have to look at your children. You have to decide, do I want more for me? Do I want more for my kids? And I have to just take a chance on what's out there, or just take a chance on me. Some women are afraid to take a chance on themselves. They need someone there with them. I need to say I have a man, or I don't want to be alone. And even though he's not really there, he's not treating you right, but he comes and he goes. So you feel like you're not alone. You have someone. And you have to go back to loving yourself, because at some point you stop loving yourself when you allow, and I'm again speaking from experience, when you allow a man to mistreat you, somewhere along the line you lost respect for yourself. You stop loving yourself, and you're saying, I deserve this, or it's okay that he does this because I have his kids, and I don't want my kids to have a stepfather, and I don't want this, and I don't want that. But the kids are seeing what's going on, so you are teaching your children bad habits. So you just have to look at the situation and decide, you know, I deserve more. I'm worth more than this. I bring more to the table than this. And you have to take your kids by the hand and walk out that situation, because it's not doing you any good, it's not doing your kids any good, and it's really not doing him any good. He's just taking you for granted because you are there. And he can do what he wants to do, so he's keeping you. He's staying there because there are no consequences to his actions. You allowing it, so hey, I can stay here and come and go as I please, because she's not going to do anything.
Right. Tasha, let me ask you this: Where are you at today with all of this? Are you still in that relationship, or are you in a different space? Like, where are you at today with all of this?
As of recent, and I mean very recent, I walked away. I'm actually very proud of myself because it's
as you should
different.
Be. As you should be. You should be.
Yeah, like I can't really explain it, so I'm gonna do the best I can. This round is very different for me because, like you were saying, Tammy, you do have to learn to love yourself. And I remember the me once upon a time ago versus the me now, and I looked at myself and like, well, wait a minute, who is this person? Who is this person looking back at me? I don't know her. And it took for one of my sons, you know, to look me in my face and said, Mama, look, you can't keep doing this. Like, you can't keep going back and forth with Daddy. And that look that he gave me, it told me, you know what, you are better than this. You are stronger than this. You've been through worse, and you're going to get through better. So that allowed for me to say, okay, it's my time now.
Right. And Tasha, let me say this. Every step that you make, you celebrate it. I don't care how small the victory is, you celebrate it. You celebrate you. Every step that you make, every time you go a step further, you celebrate. Every day that you can stay away from him and don't take a call, you celebrate it. Celebrate you. Celebrate your independence. Celebrate your move. Celebrate getting you back. Celebrate it, because the more you celebrate, the more you become the person that you used to be. The more you start to love yourself more. The more you start seeing your worth. Yes. So celebrate every step that you take. Celebrate yourself.
You couldn't have said it better, and I appreciate that. And I will tell you, I'm proud of myself for something else too. I've been wanting to ask my publisher something for a long time, but I didn't have a chance to do that because I knew that I wouldn't have that free time to write. I knew I wouldn't be able to do what I wanted to do. And I asked him earlier, I said, you know, would you publish a poetry book for me? And he's like, yeah, you know, I got you. And he's present. So I was very proud of myself for that because now I have time to do that.
Right. Hey, I forgot that we have authors on this panel, like the women, Jessica, Tasha. I know Tammy's a promoter, but can you all, since you're on here, plug the books that you have or what you have out that the people can go take a look at? Since you know the stories now, we're attached to you all. We want to read some of your material. Tell them how we can do that.
What's ironic is me and Terry wrote an interracial book based on a white woman that was dating a black man that was incarcerated. We collabed on a 3-part series that can be purchased as a completed, like one completed book as a whole. Seeing as tonight's topic is interracial dating, we covered, you know, a man that was incarcerated who ends up meeting a white woman that's on the street, and there's some twists and turns that take place, but seeing as tonight's that topic, it'll be a good book to go check out.
Well, tell us the name of that book and where we can go get it at.
My Heart's Unlocked, and it's on Amazon.
All right. My Heart's Unlocked on Amazon. That's under Soldier Talk or your name? Tell them the name.
Under it's Soldier Talk and Author Shy.
Okay. All right. Tasha, how about you?
Well, as of right now, I have 2 anthologies out. So I had the pleasure of working with SCP and that Flames of Love and an Xmas erotica that we put out back in, what was that, December?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we got to do that. And, you know, I've put out a couple other books, but I'm not going to advertise those because I took them off of Amazon. But, yeah, those, I think you guys would really enjoy those. And I'm not just saying it because we're on it. I'm saying it because I really feel like you guys will enjoy it. Matter of fact, I can guarantee you'll enjoy them.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Gee, we have another caller.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. I was gonna say that, but I was just trying to let everybody get theirs out. But let me go to the phone lines. 314, you're live on the air. Hello.
You know, on the subject of interracial dating, it was a topic that was put out on Essence Facebook site and also Essence magazine, where this black woman was married to a white male, and it goes like this: intimate intervention. My husband uses racial slurs during sex.
Oh, wow.
Now, I wonder if any of the, participants in your conversation, and you're on this subject, what would they think, or what would their response be if that happened to them, those who are engaged in interracial? I'm just curious.
Racial slurs like what? Like yelling out some disrespectful terms?
Well,
like
I'm not
what do you mean?
calling the NB and N
Wow.
and so on. Yeah, read the article. You got your computer there, pull it up.
To me, that means already you were dealing with somebody you didn't know already. Like, if you already at that point where you having sex with them and they yelling out stuff like that, I don't know if you knew who you were dealing with or if you just, I don't know. Like, that's to me, that's crazy.
If you Google husband use racial slurs during sex, the top article is intimate intervention, and it's by essence.com. So, and man, they got like over 2,000 comments on Facebook on it. But no, I'm just curious, and I'll mute myself and listening.
Yeah, I let the women speak. I don't know about that.
I can say being a white woman that's dealt with nothing but men of a different race. I've never, even when I'm mad, men that I've been with that put their hands on me, put me in hospitals, I've never used that term, ever. I'll call them a bitch. But I've never, to me, you just don't do that.
Right. And I mean, who does that though? I mean, who does? And that's what I'm trying to say. Who does that? And if they do, that means they were already that way. Like, you didn't know who. Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, you didn't know who you was dealing with. You know what I mean? And then I blame that on the female. You just, that means you just dealing with dudes you don't even know. Obviously.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not going to lie, in my earlier books, my last book that's coming out on June 4th, I stayed away from using that term in my book because I got some feedback from a couple of people in the industry that said they feel because I'm a white woman that I shouldn't be using that terminology in my books. But right. I was trying, not that I debated the issue, but I was trying to explain some of my characters, like the men in my book. If there's two men talking amongst each other, and both men in my book are African American, and that's how they're speaking to one another, I'm trying to make it seem authentic. I can't have them say, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Like, that's not how men in Boston speak to one another. So I was trying to keep my book true to character, but I guess it offended some people. And I weighed on that topic for a little while, and I said, you know what, if that's going to hinder me from gaining new readers, then I'm going to revamp my book. I'm going to remove the word from my book, and I'm just going to proceed going forward. I personally would never disrespect anybody.
But if I could say one more thing, I heard the gentleman say he's going to leave it up to the woman, but actually, sir, it goes on with both sexes. It goes on when a black male is with a white woman, and when a black woman is with a white male, according to these comments. So apparently, there's some fetish that's going on there, or some fantasy. Hey, I mean, they consenting adults. I guess they do what they're going to do.
That sounds to me also, caller. That sounds to me like that's both parties are mutual consent. Like you say, there may be some type of fetish type thing. To me, it sounds like, because I don't see no, two parties doing that. Well, female and then a dude. Obviously, he's a white dude if he's blurting out that type of vocabulary, during sex. You know what I mean? So it may be it sounds to me it's either crazy or it's like a fetish type thing. You know what I mean? So it's probably a mutual consent on that. Like the female must already know that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Or G, it could be that she's in a situation that, okay, financially she likes where she is and what he can provide, so she's putting up with that nonsense. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a mutual understanding that he is allowed to do this, or he may just does it because she allows it to be done to her.
Right. Either way, it's crazy though. Is what I'm saying, Tammy.
I
so
agree.
It's like you say, either situation. It could be like you said that the women's just tolerating that because of the situation, but either way, it's a bad situation.
I agree. I mean, I don't even want a man of my race calling me out my name. I mean, don't call me nothing but my name. That's it. You get upset, keep your words to yourself.
Reading some of these articles, you got it here where I guess this is a black man having sex with a white woman, and she's making explicit remarks about his malehood, calling it an N. Give me the N, and so on, so on, so on. So as I said before, this probably goes on more often than you.
But this sounds like some fetish, freaky type of stuff you talking about. That sounds like some of that.
But Google it, Google it, and you read it yourself. Put in Google search "husband use racial slurs during sex," and there's over 2.2 million results. And
wow. Yeah, see, that's that fetish, freaky. All right, we appreciate you calling. Thank you, homie. We appreciate the call.
And sometimes you can't believe everything you read either. Some people just put stuff out there to put it out there. Everything you read is not necessarily true.
Clickbait. That's that clickbait stuff. Some of that, all this stuff is going on these days. Like I said, I don't. It doesn't surprise me though. But like I said, it sounds also like some fetish freak, like some. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like some stuff you see on a porn site or something. So it may be just that type, but he said it was an essence though. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. But continuing on, we got a lot of callers. If you want to speak, press 1.
Yes.
I see some callers out there. If you want to speak, I don't want to just bring you in if you don't want to speak. So if you want to speak, press 1 and we will bring you in. But back to the topic situation, ladies. Chalk been really quiet over there. Chalk, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here, man. I'm letting y'all do y'all thing. You know how I do it, man.
Yeah. I'm enjoying these the women though really.
Sometimes we gotta let the ladies do their thing, man. Men's been running this show for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gotta let the ladies do their thing. You know what
I'm all for it, Chalk. I'm all for it. I was just making sure you were still with us. But Tammy, go ahead. The ladies, I'm enjoying the conversation,
Okay,
again, go ahead.
I was going to say, do we have another caller? Because
we got callers, but they're not pressing 1.
Okay.
But nobody's pressing 1, so I don't want to bring nobody in if they don't want to speak.
Okay, for everyone that's inboxing me, I really need you to press 1 so you can state your opinion and bring it on. Don't inbox me and then don't press 1.
Okay, let me see. We got a caller.
Guys,
go ahead, Tasha.
Before I hang up, I have a question for you, Jessica. Have you ever experienced where you've, been outside of your race and you see people of that race kind of side-eyeing you or saying things under their breath towards you because of that?
Yes.
Who were you asking the question to?
Jessica.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jessica.
I've dealt with backlash from dating outside my race from both sides of the fence. I was due to move into an apartment, and when I pulled up in the U-Haul with my daughter and her father, and the landlord seen that he was a black man, he turned us away. We had nowhere to go after that. And then I've had it where actually my kid's father, his sister hates me, like hated me because I was white. Hated me. And she didn't shy away from it. She used to tell her brother all the time, why don't you go be with, you need to be with a sister. You need to be with somebody that's black. You need to leave that white bitch alone. Meanwhile, if you notice, I just said my daughter. I adopted his kids. I took on the responsibility of his children. I have no biological children, but my daughters will tell you that's my mother.
But was it Jessica? Jessica, do you think it was something personal with you and the sister? Like it could have been more than she threw the race shit out there, but it was something personal. Maybe she just didn't like you or something.
Nothing personal. Nothing personal. Because now that I'm not with her brother, she's the same way with any woman that he's been with. He's due to get married to another woman, and she's against it.
So that's what I'm saying. It's probably just her. It's probably not. Oh, it's another white.
Yeah. But I like to answer the question. I've experienced people like side-eyeing or even publicly voicing like they've had a problem with the fact that me and whatever man I was with were together. They had a problem because I was of one race and he was of another.
What about you, Tammy? Have you been outside your race?
No, I honestly have never dated outside of my race.
How come?
I mainly because like Jane that was on earlier, and she also texted me and said to tell you guys that her kids are stable. They all will relate to being a black person, but they're not unstable. So I need to put that out there. Because I started dating my husband when I was 15. So there was never a need to date period, because I was with him since I was 16 years old, up until the time he flipped the script on me and changed to something else. And I just haven't dated since then, to be honest. But I'm not close to dating outside of my race.
Okay, guy who never said his name, but like, what is your take on that? You never said your opinion. I heard yours a little bit earlier.
Who?
I heard Soldier's a little bit earlier. The guy that I never got your name. What is your opinion on that, on interracial dating?
Are you talking to me or the other?
G? You talking to G, or you talking to the gentleman that called in?
Whichever one. Both of you.
I mean, me personally, I'm not close to anything. I've dealt like the caller said earlier. I've dealt with white women before, but I've never been in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like a serious relationship with a white woman. I have never been. But I've dealt with white women. And I dated a Hispanic female earlier on, but I just never really had no real relationship I could say like that to really speak on that. So no, I haven't personally. But I'm not prejudiced or anything. I'm open to everybody. I love everybody. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'm not
I don't have no problem
with
nobody. Nah.
Sometimes when you close yourself off, you may miss out on the best person for you. So have a mind to
exactly.
dating.
Yeah. Yep. Anything else,
okay.
Tasha? We
have someone saying they're pressing one. They're pressing one.
Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry, Tammy. Let me go to a caller, 818. Hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
Hello.
can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
You must have your phone on mute because we can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Can you mute the other callers, please? So,
because
when there's too many on the line, it can't hear.
Okay, let me do that. I'm going to mute everybody. Hold on a second. I'm going to mute everybody like Tammy said.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you well. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can. This is Pamela.
Okay.
I'm biracial.
Hi.
And the young lady that said biracial people are unstable, kind of wanted to address that. I think you're kind of using that as a crutch because I'm completely mixed. I'm Cuban, I'm black, and I'm white. And me or my sister are unstable. We have had healthy relationships. We don't bust windows out of cars. We both went to college. I'm a writer. She's a director. And we don't use our race and we both had unhealthy relationships. She's not with her kid's father. I had a divorce. So you cannot use your racial experience for some of the problems that you're having in life because that's not what caused it, not because your parents are not of the same race. You have to kind of look at yourself and maybe your parents' marriage wasn't good or you just picked the wrong man, but it's not because you're biracial that you're unstable. And I don't like people to peg us as unstable creatures. You said all biracial people are unstable, and we're really not. I think we're the greatest people on earth. We get to venture into all cultures. I get to know all cultures because I'm not just one person. So that's all I kind of wanted to add to her. Kind of dig within yourself. It's not us being biracial that makes us unstable.
And Pam, you said you're a writer, and I'm your promoter. So please talk about your book. Tell us what's going on. Talk about your characters in the book.
I just released a new one. It's my fourth book, and I'm going to forget the name of it, of course. It's called Craving the Love from Instagram Queens. It's about two twins that are Instagram famous, working to get to 1 million followers, and their publisher, their promoter has known them since they were little girls, and he's actually kind of in love with both of them. Well, he's actually enticed by one because she's very sexually attractive, and the other one is just so pure at heart that he's in love with her. But everybody doesn't get what they want. It's kind of a coming-of-age book that kind of tells you go for what you want when you want it, because if you wait too long, you might lose it.
How did you come up with these characters?
Right. I'm wow. Right. I'm over here like, damn, is this personal or what? This sounds deep.
Actually, no. Just, I was given an assignment to write about queens, a queen book, and I sat and thought about it, and I'm constantly on Instagram. And I see a lot of Instagram pictures, and he's making these girls wholesome. Like, they're not popping their bottoms or showing their assets to the world. And he just wanted to get them famous. They're twins, identical twins, so they've done commercials and all kinds of things, and he wanted to get them to the top. But he has an internal fight because he doesn't want to lose the friendship. So he has to stand back and watch them date and do other things. And it just popped into my head. I don't know. People ask me constantly, my first series is it's the Love Child series, and when people read it, they said, how did you come up with this? And I don't know. I pick characters, I give them a whole life on paper, and then I just start to write. I create them in my mind, I make them true people, and then I begin to tell their story.
Hey, this
Have
right
you ever
here,
written about some? Go ahead.
Tammy, you got a real art. Now I was gonna say you got a real. How she broke that down. That's a real author right there. Like
Thank you.
For you, like you said, none of this is personal or anything. You get these thoughts in your head and get them on paper, and like I'm intrigued. Like seriously, how you just broke down that book. I'm really intrigued. Like I would really like to read this
and
book.
G is going to download that book and read it.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Can you please tell me the title again of the book? Tell me the name of the book again, please.
Craving the Love from Instagram Queens, and it's under D.D. Hairston. Hair is in Hair, and then stun, like hair stun, like I can stun your hair. So hair stun.
Right. Hey, Tammy, please send me that link if you can.
I will. And Pam, once he reads the book, we're going to bring you back and have a total discussion.
Have a Q&A.
About this book.
Q&A, yeah. And I want to read this book.
We're going to have a live book discussion about this book.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to
okay,
read
great.
this book. Yeah.
Oh,
it sounds real intriguing.
It's an emotional roller coaster, this book, so please don't get mad at me when you get to the end because people have been yelling at me.
Okay.
Because it's going to
yell,
take
we
you
may
on
have
an emotional roller coaster.
I don't think I can get mad at you.
We won't yell at you, but we're going to ask questions. But I want to take you back to the comment that you made about being biracial, and you're saying that she's using it as a crutch to say unstable. Why would you say she's using it as a crutch? Maybe that's just what she's going through. Maybe your experience and the way you were brought up, or the household or the environment you were in was different than the environment that she was in. So maybe she
but Tammy, to her credit, before she answers that, I don't mean to cut anybody off, but I want to add this. She because I had to ask her that as well after to make her to break it down, because she said all biracial kids, she thinks in her mind were unstable. So she didn't put it on herself and say, me personally in my experience. She said everybody, because I had to ask her. So
she did.
To her defense, that's probably why the caller said that. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, but G, hold on. Sometimes we generalize when we don't mean to. So that's why I'm asking. Maybe that was just her experience, experience in the environment in which she was brought or raised or developed in, right. And so maybe that's why she's saying that. But I have Pam for you. You're saying you're used to have no problems. You guys are good. You are the normal relationships. Everybody have good relationships or bad relationships. But do you tend to find that when you were growing up, before you matured, before you got to the point where this is who I am, you either take me to where I am or don't bother me. But growing up, did you have it where the white kids thought you were too black to be around them, and then the black kids thought you were too, white to be around them? Did you have a problem? Were you able to fit in without a problem?
No, I never really fit in anywhere.
Some people don't even care to fit in.
Oh, well,
I think that depends where you grow up too. That probably has a part to play.
I grew up in my household was a little strange because my parents divorced when I was maybe 5 or 6, and my mom lives in the hood. I grew up in the hood, which my books they're based. Many of them you'll see are based. You get the hood life, but then you also get the good life because my father did not. He lived in Venice Beach. We could walk to the pier. So I was never black enough for anyone, and I wasn't Spanish enough because I could understand what you say, but I couldn't speak Spanish. So I even to this day, I will get the, why do you pronunciate every word or every syllable? Why do you talk like that? Because my father taught me how to speak well, but I also can speak as ethnic as anyone else. There's just a time and a place. So, no, I didn't fit in everywhere. And I did come from a broken home, and I did come from 2 classes, the upper class and then the bottom. We weren't, poor, but I could see the projects from my house. I played in them. I worked in them. At 15, I had a job. So the first one was a Escuela de la Gente. The second one was the Girl Scout Center. It was summer job. So I didn't fit in anywhere. I was either too light, or when they saw my mom, then it was like, oh, you're not black. So that didn't define me as unstable. You just learn how to grow up, and you learn how to make things work. My first marriage did not work out. But my thought process was I grew up and I got 4 great kids from it. So we can't say, Oh, because I'm biracial, I'm unstable. I do say I'm a little funny looking sometimes. I think that biracial thing makes us a little funny looking sometimes. We could be real cute sometimes, a little funny looking.
Pam, let me ask you this. When you were married, what race was your husband?
He's black. Well, he says black and Indian. I don't know because we're both very light skinned.
He's black. He's black. He's black. You know how that go. You black. From a dude, you know what I mean? Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
No, but he was just from, regular light-skinned black guy. No, nothing special. We was handsome, but we didn't work out because I was 17. He was 21. Just too young.
Right. First love. Okay,
right.
Well, that's all I have. Go ahead, Tammy. I didn't mean to.
No, I'm good, Pam. Anything else you want to say? I'm glad you called and share your views with us.
I wanted to also address the guy who the girlfriend left the underwear.
Okay.
Yes, please.
That was the
don't let me bring Tweed back.
He couldn't have again.
Please don't.
Don't bring Tweed back. No.
No, please don't.
Please don't. Okay.
Stay
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was funny.
Hey, and let me ask you this.
You always have him rolling.
Hey, Chuck, hold on, and Tammy, hold on. I gotta ask this. I almost forgot.
Oh shit!
Pam, what do you think about cupcaking?
Cupcaking.
Actually, I write really great romance stories, but my father was an army man, and I was raised to be a boy. When we're done,
so you don't like cupcaking?
It's hot.
So
no.
She doesn't like. Okay.
Give
Tammy,
my
that's
covers over.
Jock, what is that? 7-1. Hey, Tammy,
my Lord.
Okay, that's all I have for you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Pam.
But in my books, you'll get a lot of love.
Thank you, Pam.
Not a problem.
Thanks, Pam, for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, and I'm gonna get your book, Pam. I like you, Pam. I'm gonna get your book and read it.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I hope to have you back soon so we can talk about it. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Much love, Pam. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. TNT, Tammy and Terry. We got a few minutes now. We got a few minutes left on the live stream, but everybody who's still here, we're gonna continue the show in the after hour. Just want to let you know that if you're on the live stream now and you want to continue to be involved in the chat, you're going to have to call in because after about 3 minutes, the live stream will go down, but we will still be here. So you have to call in. Call 914-803-4001 if you're listening in online and you want to continue with us after 2 minutes. Just had to put that out there. But go ahead, Tammy and Terry.
Well, I think one of the things too when I chose this topic is because I hear not a lot. Let me change that. I hear some black women saying, "Oh, I'll never date a black man because they're uneducated. A white man can show you the finer things of life." And I look at that, and to me, you sound ignorant when you're saying that a black man cannot show you the finer things of life. That you will never date a black man, but you came from a black man. So those type of things to me makes no sense. If that's your preference to say, "I choose to date white men," or "I choose to date a man from China," or "I choose to date other men outside of my race." But you should never put your race down, because if your father is black, then you're saying that your father is no good. And a lot of homes had two-parent homes. So when you do that, you're telling the world that you don't respect your father. That's how I see it. That's just me. And I see the same thing when you have black men saying, "I'm not going to date black women. They're uneducated," or "They're this or they're that." So what you're saying is that your mom is not good enough for you. Your sisters are not good enough for you. So,
right.
I mean, can we not just say, "This is my preference, this is what I choose
right.
to do"?
I'm glad you said. No, hold on, Chuck. I'm glad you said that. Let me add this because I didn't want to speak on this. My brother, he's not on here, so I don't care, But my brother, it's nothing, but he likes white women, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, but again, he said that one time that he only likes like white women and not black women. That was when I had a problem with it. Like, I don't understand that, because your mom, and we was in the car with my mom. You know what I mean? I'm like, your mom is black. Mom was like, yeah, you know what I mean. So, but we never spoke about that issue. We knew he liked white. He was married to white women. He has kids, biracial kids as well, my nieces and nephews. You know, but that's not a problem. But it was just when he said how he said it when we spoke about it, and he's like, I only like white women. I don't want no, you know, that's when I had a problem. So I just wanted to add that
that's
part.
That's where my problems come.
Why you just?
What you say, Chuck?
No, I was gonna say some crazy shit.
What? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. This is what this shit is for.
Why you just punch him in his mouth?
That's what I wanted. Hey, really, Chuck. And real shit. This is my big bro, right? But that's how I was looking. I was looking like, nigga, your mom is right here. Excuse my. I was like, we was in the car with my mom. You know, I'm like, yeah, mom, how can you say that when your mom is right? Your mom is black. That's like saying a black. It's cool to say you like,
you don't
but
like your mom.
You know, that's not a problem. But for you to say I only like I don't want a black woman, that's a problem. You know what I mean? You don't like you come from your mom. You know, and yeah, that's what I said. So I really wanted to, but you know, it wasn't like that. But yeah, Chuck, you know. That's how I felt, homie.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Me personally.
To me, you disrespected your mom. Your mom is sitting right there, and you're saying, "Oh, I only like white women, so you don't like me." And I give birth to you.
You shouldn't have said that in front of your mom. That's why I would have stolen him.
Exactly. That was my only problem.
Period.
I'm like, my mom is right here, so that's like disrespectful. That's the only reason I took it there, because we just never had the conversation. I knew he was kind of like that already, because he always just but it was just, so I really just asked him, you know what I mean? He said it like that. I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Your mom is right. That's disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I didn't like that.
I agree wholeheartedly. I'm not saying that you shouldn't.
Nothing wrong. Again, yeah, it's not about that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
if you have
that's
a
not what it was
go
about.
with your preference. But don't put your race down because you choose to date outside of it.
Exactly.
And that's just not black. That's white too. That's any race. If you got to put your race down because you want to date outside of it, then there's something wrong with you.
But the crazy shit is, like, it ain't about, like, it would be different if he acted white and did all this. Like, he was my brother's like, he black, he is straight. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't. That's what I don't understand. You know, it's one thing is for preference, but don't, like you said, it's almost disrespectful to your race to say it that way. You know what I mean? Like, I only want to, just like Jessica said earlier, she dates all around, and that's cool. Like me, I don't turn, I like, it's females I find attractive in all different races. You know what I mean? That's not a problem. But never, you know, just down your own race. Like, you wouldn't date a black girl. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's real crazy. Me, I love women. I don't care what race they is. If you intrigue me or I catch an eye for you, then it is what it is. If you can hold a conversation with me and everything flows perfectly, it don't matter what race you could be a race we never heard of. It's all about the connection and the vibe you have with that person. If you can build that bond, I don't care. It could be a race nobody's seen. She could be the only one in that race. If I'm feeling her like that, that's what it is, and I don't care about what nobody else thinks. As long as I'm happy, I can't be happy for everybody else. Period.
And I agree. I agree with you totally right there, T. Because if it doesn't matter about the color of a person's skin, if that person can connect with you, that person makes you happy, that person makes you smile, that person makes your heart sing, go for it. But don't put your race down because you found someone that makes you happy.
Right.
Or don't put your race down because you had a bad experience. Because one black man didn't treat you right. Now all black men are dogs, or all black men are this and that. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me go to the phone lines. We got some callers out there, Tammy and Terry.
Yeah, press one.
Let me see. This is a hello.
Oh.
This is an Italian. This
Hello.
is an Italian man right here. But this.
Oh yeah, this is
I believe this is Snowman.
Villain. Yeah.
Sicilian villain.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Hello, everybody.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Off work, so I'm good. Catching the last of y'all show while I'm off work, and me myself, like my bro G said, you know, I'm Sicilian, but me myself, I only date sisters. That's it, and that's all. Don't get me wrong, all other women are beautiful, but I'm just not attracted to that type of flavor. You know what I'm saying? If it makes some sense.
And what is? And you're married. What is your wife?
She's black. She's a sister. She's from Brooklyn. And all my baby mamas, well, I take that back. Most of my baby mamas are black, but I dealt with one white woman, got married, and she wrecked my whole life, and that discouraged me. That discouraged me all the way. I will never do it again.
How did she wreck your life? I need to know this because I think I might have touched on the drugs. So how did she wreck your life?
Because when we got divorced, she took my house, she took my low
rider.
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what you said. The white women take the money.
That's the difference from the white woman and the black woman. They gonna hit you where it hurt. The black woman, they gonna terrorize you. It might sting a little bit, but the average white woman, she gonna hit you where you want to kill her. I know you want to kill her so bad. Huh? You like, if I can get away with it, she'll be dead.
Man, for sheezy, you know what I'm saying? And it was a dirty thing the way she did it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing. I was away where I couldn't do shit.
See the black.
I got out and didn't have nothing.
See the black woman, she gonna tell you, nigga, that's why I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you got a chance to try to get in the middle or intermingle or pull something out before she can get it all. The white woman gonna play it cool, like yeah, baby, yeah, bam, it's gone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I take a messed up paint job and a slashed tire any day, or goddamn losing a house and all kinds of other shit. You feel me?
Man, on the real, I agree with you, boy. I know the real, boy. Yeah.
So but I give it to my sister, my wife, my sisters. She the one that lifted me out of my issue that the white woman put me in, and taught me better, and brought my spirits back in myself. You know what I'm saying? So I can't hate on nobody. It's just my preference is the black woman.
And that's what we wanted to. I want to interject on that, Snow, because again, we don't want to say like Tammy said, it's not about putting down your race. You know what I mean? But it's just the preference is something different. You know what I mean? And that's cool. Right.
And I'm 48 now, and I've been messing with black women since I was at Paramount High, Clearwater Junior High. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then again, like I said earlier, it depends where you grow up at, the different experiences you have,
what
and how you grow
up.
Talking
about?
He from
Paramount
LA.
High. I'm from LA, homie.
Oh yeah, I went to Paramount High, boy. They got some bad women there, don't they?
What year you went to Paramount, homie? I
graduated
in 88.
Yeah, that's why I said you way on my time. I got kicked out of that motherfucker.
You probably went to school with Scanless and S-Loke and them, my little homies.
Yeah, I got kicked up out of that motherfucker, man, for a gang ride.
Yeah, I got kicked out of for the same issue and got sent to Bellflower.
I went back to
didn't want me. Yeah, Michelson didn't want me, so they sent me to Bellflower. But anyway, yeah, man, ain't no hating on no women. You know what I'm saying? Just certain people got certain preferences, and the attraction is different through different people. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you hating on your race and all that stuff and going to the next one, that's something you shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? But if your preference is your preference, go with it. You feel me?
Right.
Exactly. I agree. If that's your preference, go with it. Nobody's trying to stop you. But you don't have to put your race down because that's your preference.
Exactly. I mean, shit, I don't hate all white women or nothing like that. I mean, I just know if I find another one or something happens to pull that string on me again, I know what to look forward not to do. You know what I'm saying? What not to do and what not to put into it if it gets to that. But my feelings, I doubt if it will unless it's a sister. You know what I'm
saying? Hey, G-Lew.
What's up?
After the snow get off, somebody else asking to come in. The last two is 5993.
599. Okay. Let me go to that caller. All right, Snow. Let me go to this caller, homie.
All right, y'all.
Thank you for your input, bro.
Thank
good looking out, Snow, man. Hey, good looking out, Snow. You answered the question, man. The $1 million question.
For Sheezy, man. For Sheezy. Y'all have a good one, man. Keep the props up.
All right, Snow. Appreciate it, homie. Let me go to this caller. Caller, hello.
Man, I thought I wasn't gonna never get in.
Nigga, you gotta press. Nigga, you gotta press 1 though, bro. See, that's why I didn't see you. Gotta press 1 so I can see you.
I've been hitting the baby till my fingers feel like I've been smoking crack or something. I've been hitting it so hard. Hey, but look,
I didn't see it. My bad.
It's all love, though. It's all love. I pay respect to everybody on the show.
G-Lew is gonna get deep. G-Lew is gonna get deep, Luke. G-Lew is gonna get deep.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I want. See, I always tell these brothers because I teach a lot of social, cultural, political, and economical and military development, especially around people who have been damaged. They suffer from what you call traumas from the whole social structure in which we all been culturally brought up under. So my whole thing is when I hear brothers or any whites, Mexican, I don't care what your race or your ethnic is, when I hear people talk, I always try to get them to understand. Because like you say, bro, a lot of this is preference. It's all subjective. You feel me?
Right.
So if you brought up in a society that divides and conquer you based on race and class, then that's going to be where your perception comes from. You see what I'm saying? So if we sit, if it never said was never no history of slavery, was no history of all the negative things and even good things, you just genuinely grow up inside a society that was fair, where egalitarianism was just practiced all throughout the society. You wouldn't have all of these different preferences in which you're speaking to. We hearing everybody speaking to tonight. It would be easy. It would be easy for us to just love each other, but unfortunately, we grew up under what you call exploitive systems. And these exploited systems serves their own interest. And that interest is dealing with a class system, which is the ruling class. So when you're dealing with the ruling class, you got to understand what their whole objective is to make sure that the people is put against each other so that they can continue to do what they do to the people. Now, I heard somebody was talking about, light skin, dark skin. That's an old argument right there. And it stems from how the people is treated inside of that society, socially and culturally. And then you have a political connotation to it where you have a society that gives you a preference before you even born. When you come out into the world, you're going to see a preference based on watching day-to-day TV. When you watch TV, you're going to see somebody being preferred before you. So your whole perception and your preference come from what you've been conditioned to. That's why I always make a concerted effort to never, ever allow myself to say someone is ugly. I ain't never seen an ugly woman in my life. And when I tell the young homies and comrades and brothers and people this, they be like, man, you crazy, man. I didn't see the game. I say, well, then that goes back to the old adage, eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if that's true, then that means when you look out in the world and you see ugly, that means you actually looking at yourself. So it's the way you feel internally that make you project things outward in your own eyes, in your own visual.
Right.
Make sense?
Yes, it
if
does.
If you feel good about yourself, 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to see ugly. You ain't going to have all of these negative connotations that you that you speak to based on how you feel, because all of this is subjective. Remember, I said all of this is subjective. So if I feel a certain way about something, then that's what I'm going to put out in the world. It makes sense?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So therefore, we have to be always conscious of who we are as humans. Not races. Races come up out of racism, man. That whole ideal of black, white, and all that's something that was man-made. People didn't even care what you was. They didn't care what color you was. Although, fortunately for the world was black. I mean, that's just a concrete fact. The scientists and all of what you call the philosophers and all the people of the so-called smart world have already concluded. It was the whole world was called Asia. So if the whole world was called Asian, it was the Asiatic black man, woman, and child. That's why when you go to any country, you find black. And this don't mean that we superior over nothing. But you have people that came inside of that equation, and they had all of these contradictions. And I say, because it ain't no absolutes, just like y'all was saying. She saying all mixed people. You got a gang of beautiful mixed people. But we don't call them mixed.
A whole lot of.
We don't even identify them like that. That's how they identify themselves based on their own conditioning. See, that's why I said subjective.
All in their brain.
When you hear somebody say they mixed and they look like Tracy Ellis Ross, that's something they going through. It ain't got nothing to do with us. My mama was 6'1" and high yellow. All of us black like tar. You see, and so therefore we never had no trip about what my mama was. In my mind, she was black as anything black as oil. But she was a high yellow sister. Down and about the business. But we never seen her other than what she was to us, which was a strong black woman. Titles are irrelevant inside a society where everybody's being exploited and dying. What you got to get to is how the people's state of living, their standard of living is. Even the so-called, what you call privilege, their standard of living is just as worse as ours down there in Watts. By the way, my name is Big B for the record. I love what y'all doing. Anything I can do to contribute to what y'all doing, I'm with that. But I believe that we have to go back and start from the beginning and socially, culturally, politically, and economically and militarily recondition our people. And I say our people as humans. Because we all, like you got people identifying themselves based on what you call race and class. So if you caught up in that right there, you already lost the battle.
Right.
You done already lost the battle. You shouldn't even have a preference for how you meet and greet and how you love someone. You have to cultivate yourself with that person before the love can even be manifested. You can't look at a person and say, "Oh, I like this person because they got some sisters out there just as foul as any white woman, just as foul as any brown woman, any red woman, any yellow woman." You got good and bad in all things. Now, you got a thing that's called the unity of struggle of opposites, which is the first law of dialectics. And that law right there tells you that all things exist in contradiction. So if all things exist in contradiction, that means that you have to understand you got to find a unity of purpose when you come across them contradictions. Case in point, if you got hot and cold, what is your unity of purpose? Can somebody answer that for me, please? Okay, let me ask you a question. If you got hot and cold, what is your contradiction? I mean, hot and cold is your contradiction. What is your unity of purpose inside of hot and cold?
They total opposite.
Say again?
Because they total opposite.
Well, that's what we call the unity struggle of opposites, because that's the first law of dialectics. So now inside of the first law, you got to find a unity of purpose. What would bring these two and have them work in harmony together? That's what I'm getting at. So if you mix hot and cold, what you get?
Warm.
That's your unity of purpose. Now watch this. When you got man and woman, it's feminine and one is masculine, right?
Yeah.
So what is their unity of purpose?
One feminine, one masculine. I mean,
no, one is feminine and one is masculine. That's two. That's opposing of opposition. One is feminine and one is masculine. So, what would be the unity of purpose that brings them together? Because they totally different.
Yeah, that's deep.
Nigga, you too deep, dog. You going too deep on this, man.
I told you.
Nigga, you going? Hold on, man. Niggas been over here drinking.
I
You
told
going
you
too
to be
deep.
a whole other level.
Hey, but
Hey,
the thing
Tammy.
is, let me give you the answer so you can always be mindful of when you deal with contradictions. See, you think, like, if somebody transgressed against you and they oppose something that you're doing, you have to find a unit of purpose on how you're going to deal with that. You can't just clash all the time. That's how savages get out. See, we have to get into the laws of dialectics and understand the science of solving problems. So when you're dealing with a femininity and a masculinity, you're dealing with a man and a woman, and your unity of purpose is to procreate. That's your unity of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's true.
Make plenty of sense.
Okay, now check this. That's where we at. That's the first law. It's 4 laws. It's quantitative to a qualitative transformation, and negation of negation, and final interpretation is the final. That means when you get to that final interpretation, you're going to have a complete understanding as to who and what that is, or who that, or what that, in respects to who we are. See, this is how you go through solving the contradictions of the world. And life is a constant motion of change. You ever heard that? You ain't gonna never ever negate all your contradictions. Once you negate one, another occur. You remember when Mom used to tell us when we was growing up, I just got problem after problem. No, you didn't have problem after problem. This is how the world works. Rich people have these same contradictions.
Man, on
they
the real.
always have to adjust to change. Change is constant motion. It never ends. So you have to find yourself inside there, finding that unity of purpose. Because change is going to come. It's always coming. So
now you just did a beautiful dissertation.
Say again, love?
I said you did a beautiful dissertation.
Oh,
but there's some points. Yeah, you did. It was beautiful. But in reaching the final point, there are points in between that you need to help people get to. When it comes to change, when it comes to cause and effect, how are you going to get them there? How are they going to get there? Beautiful.
Well,
beautiful what you did, but you still got to help because everybody's not on the level where you are. Everybody's not writing dissertations. Everybody's not writing them. So how are we going to get them to see what you want them to see?
Okay, check this. In the hood, we have what you call a paradigm of action. That means we have a set model where people are always doing the same thing based on being conditioned inside of this particular area I call the hood, right? Okay, if your behavior is consistent with the next man's behavior and the next man's behavior, and this is what cultivates the community based on these behaviors, then what is it that you can do if that behavior is counterproductive to your life? What is it that you can do? Meaning that we live in drug-infested communities. We live in gang-infested communities. And all of these communities condition us to be just like the people inside of these communities. So in respects to what you're saying, love, I would say everybody in these communities have to go through some kind of form of social development, which create a social structure on how, and you can start with just one block. So you can go house to house, right?
That's social media now. That's social media.
Well, we don't care about social media. We talking about
I know, but that's what the hood is on all day. The hood is on social media all day.
But G, you have to remove social media from what he's saying. When you're talking about social development,
Right.
How are you going to grow this? How are you going to change your community? How do we get the community to move to the next level? What do you? I'm sorry, I had left for a moment, but I'm back.
Okay.
And
now, check this out. Say we're in the house. Say we're in our own home, and our kids can easily be subjected to to this behavior that we see and being conditioned in our young people today, whether they white, black, brown, whatever color. They all being subjected to the same contradiction, which is early death. You feel me? Are they suffering from some kind of psychic trauma based on the conditioning in which they receiving from the area in which they find themselves, whether it be the trailer park, the barrios, or the ghettos? They all suffering the same equally. So therefore, if you're going to deal with the social, establishing a whole new model for a social structure that's consistent with making sure that they evolve together healthy in their environment. So the first thing you got to do, you start in the home. Now, if you say you take one block, say you got 12 houses on each side of the block. You start the first house and you show the system in which you want to implement for the greater good of this block. You right at that point right there, you change the model for how this block gonna be interacting.
Okay, let me interrupt you right here. But how are you going to get the buy-in? How are you going to get the buy-in for that?
Because everybody loves their children.
Hold on one moment. Everybody's talking social changes, social development for communities. But how are you going to get the buy-in for that? See, I wrote a whole paper about that. I did this. How are you going to get the buy-in? Because, see, you cannot change what's not willing to change. So how are you going to get the buy-in to get everything that you want done? Because, first of all, hold on. You cannot go into a community that you are not a part of and get anything done. You're going to have to take someone from that community that knows the people. You have to take one person and get that person to buy into what you're doing. You got to show them the big picture. You got to show them the vision, and they have to buy into that. And then that person brings you along to that community to get things changed. And that's not always easy.
Okay. Let me give you my example on how you do that. With that 12 houses on each side on that block, we already know each other inside the community. That's not a problem. So we don't have no problem with knowing if this is Pookie, this is Whoop, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so when we come into the block, we come in with an already foundation on what we want done in order to change the mindset of the people that's suffering inside the community. Excuse me. Case in point. If I go to the block that I've been living on all these years, and I have developed myself to a point or to a degree where I can be of help to that community, and these people know me hands-on based on what I did and where I'm coming from, and I suffer from the same things they suffer from. I'm not special here. They see me in my worst state. Now they seeing a different me. They said, well, man, I like the person you is, man, because you care for our parents, you care for us, you care for our community, you come out and show by example. You see, this is what I mean by you have to give a whole new model. That's the paradigm I'm talking about. Once you give a whole new model,
it's a mindset.
Look. Say again?
It's a mindset.
Yes, it's a mindset. So therefore, once you start showing them in action, see, our people is very receptive to good. We're good people naturally. Humans are good, but you got to give them. You got to give them the picture. That's just like they bad. They can be just as bad when they good because that's what you give them. But if you give people something good and then they start to see it, how it's manifesting and how it's making them feel good about themselves, because people don't feel good about themselves today. That's why you got so much ugly being carried out. And money ain't what make you feel good. It has nothing to do with money. What makes you feel good is being healthy, understanding you got a good, strong social environment where people treat you equal to everybody else. See, and these are things that give happiness to people. A real strong, they didn't already do countless studies proving that when you inside a social group where there's harmony inside of there, you excel and your life is expanded. You inside a social group where violence, drugs, and all the things that's counterproductive to your development, you die early. You die either from obesity or all these other ailments that you can suffer from, whether it be diseases, whatever it be. but you're going to be compromised by that reality. So if you can get inside of a society, and me personally, I done already proven that what I'm speaking to right now can be very effective, and I done already done it. I've been behind the wall for 35 years. And I used to be what you call an asshole. I was ignorant. I couldn't read and write when I came to prison. I didn't know nothing. So I was able to do a turnaround based on being educated. The brothers that educated me took the time out and got on me and say, bro, you just can't be a brute all your life. You have to learn how to understand the world. And we are a people that don't understand the world. When I say a people, I'm talking about humans, period. Don't even get caught up in the race thing because you'd be surprised who'd be there to help you.
Hey, bro. Let me ask you this.
Sir.
I want to go to caller too, but let me ask you this. Back on the topic, what do you think? I don't know if I asked you this already or you answered it. What's your take on interracial dating? Just right quick for the people out there.
Look, people have to understand this. People love what they love and they like what they like. I would never tell nobody or have a projection on what not to do when your heart is beating. You know, that's your preference. That's your own personal preference. I have no inkling or care any whatsoever what you do with your life when it comes to love. You ain't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't say everybody came from the Asiatic black man, didn't count people out. How you going to count people out when you say everybody come from the same people? Now, you got bad people in every group. You can get with the finest sister. Well, she'll cut your balls off, though. Then your mama be mad. You can get with the coldest white chick, and she'll cut your balls off.
Thank you. I'm surprised you guys say like black women are violent.
Huh? What'd you say?
Every time you guys give an example of a black woman, why it has to be her cutting something off or breaking something or cutting tires?
Sister, I gave the example of all women doing the same thing.
I said thank you when you went on and expanded on that. I said thank you.
Oh, okay. No, my thing is I don't discriminate. I believe that people, you set yourself up for what you want and need, and if you got your mind, if you're educated right, I just don't like when the relationships is based on money. When these sisters get with these white guys because they didn't been able to police the world under their control, and now they can go and get the finest of sisters and have them do every and everything to these sisters based on their pocketbook, that's what I got an issue with. I got an issue with racism and discrimination. Now, if these sisters equally have their own bank and they got their own money and they choose to get in a relationship or a brother too, then more power to them. But a lot of these brothers and these sisters get in these relationships based on money. And that's where the unhealthy part come in at. But if they genuinely, if the world was equal, you'd be shocked who's with who.
Right. Hey, let me go to
Well, I don't disagree with him when he talks. I don't disagree when he talks about the money part. If you're getting with someone just for money, the relationship is doomed to fail anyway because you're not there for the right reason. No matter if it's interracial, black, white, it doesn't matter.
Right. But keep in mind that it's in woman's nature to provide and protect the interests of her children. So if a black man ain't able to take care of his money, he's going to somewhere to take care of them babies. That's a natural phenomenon right there.
No, I have to totally disagree with that.
Tammy. Hey, let me go to the caller.
Disagree with that. Okay, go ahead to the next caller.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What up, Snow?
I know. Oh, shit, chilling, man. Huh?
No, I said I know we had your wife. Cut that feedback off. No.
All right, let me turn that down. Is it still going?
I think it's good now.
Gee, I think we're going to have to mute other people because there's other background noise coming in.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I got my cousin and stuff here too, man. They probably hear them in the background. Yeah, my wifey right here next to me though.
Okay, but go to your wife because I know she wanted to speak on this.
Hold on.
Hello?
I don't know who to mute. Hello, Melody.
Hello, how are you, G?
I'm good.
I mean, I didn't hear all of it tonight because I was at work. But, you know, being in an interracial relationship here with Snow, I mean, love is love. You know, it don't make a difference what color you are. You could be pink, brown, blue, red. You know, the heart wants what the heart wants. And, you know, a lot of people think black women, you know, do black men wrong. It's just every woman. It doesn't matter. It depends on the person and the situation.
Okay. Tammy?
I agree. I agree with her. It has nothing to do with race. It's all about the person. It's all about who you are. It's all about what you want from a relationship. It's about who you love. I mean, it has nothing to do with your race. It's good and bad in all races. There are beautiful women in every single race.
Hold on, Tammy. Hey, Melody, can you turn the background down, please? The radio or whatever, speaker.
Is that better?
Yes,
okay, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
I was saying I totally agree with her. It has nothing to do with race. It's all about the person.
Everything.
And sometimes we just choose the wrong people to love. Sometimes it has nothing to do with the race.
It do. It depends on what you're looking at.
What do you mean? What you looking at?
Expound on that.
Well, see, all of this is where these tricky dialogues become tricky because you're dealing with different people and different under different circumstances. Now, if you're dealing with somebody that can't even afford to feed their kids inside of the hood, and they doing everything and they can, that's why they run to the strip club. That's why they run to the host club. That's why they run and work these jobs and be doing all these what you call unwomanly things behind the scenes in order to survive. That's all based on race and that deprivation that was created by that system. So if you don't think that a lot of these women that's out here, like Cardi B and all these sisters here, that then got out here and sold themselves and stripped and did all these things for men and did all, I mean, they did it for their survival. So if you think this ain't real, then that means you living in a make-believe world. You can't say
I'm lost.
It's all
what
love
does that have to do with who you love and how you love it?
Again, it still depends on the person. You know, everybody don't. I don't knock nobody what they do. You know, everybody has a different type of hustle. You know, I work 2 jobs. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but what if you couldn't get a job?
Person.
What if you couldn't get a job? What would you do? And you had them babies.
I can't say that unless I'm put in that situation.
And that's where I want you to change your perspective. So that's the premise in which you make your call. From that,
like
that's
I said, I don't knock anybody because you know we've all done things to feed our kids. You know, we've all done things.
I cannot agree with that. I'm sorry, I can't agree. I can't agree with that.
What you don't agree with?
What you're saying.
Say it again.
What you are saying.
So once you go Sicilian, ain't no other feeling.
Speak to exactly what I'm saying, so I can know what you disagree with.
You're saying that you're choosing someone because you can't find a job. We're talking about
interracial. I knew
okay,
you
what did you? That you said.
Hey, but listen, what I'm saying is you got women out there, no matter what color they are, right? You got women out there, no matter what color they are. That's hard pressed for means. They go out there and get it by any means necessary. And sometimes I can put you on the phone right now with a young sister that I'm mentoring right now named Nikki. She living right now in Hollywood with a 65-year-old white man, and she's 23 years old. and she hates the white man. She only there because she don't have a place to stay. I'm working to get her a place to stay right now as we speak. So don't if you ain't in this world where you dealing with these, I'm a social justice activist. I done adopted a daughter, 27 years old, because she was in need of a dad. I don't have no children, but I can show you hands on what I'm speaking to, and I can concretely show you that what I'm speaking to is factual. All the sisters that you seeing, and brown sisters and white sisters that you see on the street and out there struggling, they don't care who you are. If your money right, they getting in that because they trying to survive. It ain't about your morality.
But we talking about. But then we talking about two different. You talking about two different women.
That's not everybody.
What you're talking about is a different topic.
I'm a diehard socialist, so we don't believe in absolute.
Hold on.
Like I said,
what
everybody's
situation is a whole
different
topic. What you're talking about is a whole different topic. That's
we
not
talking
what
about how people choose they mate, right?
We're not going that deep into the interracial dating that we're talking about. We're not going that deep. Of course, they're supposed to make decisions and do things because they need things at that moment. Because I need something at that moment, so I make decisions for what I need at that moment. We're not talking about that. That's not what the conversation is about.
Okay, what's the conversation about?
The conversation is about, do you date interracial? Number one. Does it affect how, because you like somebody out of your race, does it mean you have to put other people down? That's what we're talking about right now. How you're dating. We're not talking about because you are out of money or you down to your last dime or you have nowhere to go. Take the first man to have the money. That's not what we're talking about.
Well, then we cutting off most of the important dialogue inside of that dialogue. So that's
a whole nother. What you want to do is a whole different. You're talking social, economic, and that's a whole different topic than what we're talking about.
Sister, everything is socially, economically tied together.
What you're talking about is a whole different topic. I appreciate what you're doing, but that's a whole different topic.
You can't separate them.
Okay, you can't separate.
You can't
separate.
Check this out. We gotta move on. We gotta move on, man. It's all good, bro. We appreciate all the because you got dig it deep on us. You got deep on us. But but we appreciate all of that though, because we need the education. You know what I mean? But it's just like she said, we don't want to get too much off of topic, and that went kind of deep right there. Cause now you're talking about women out there who need probably prostitution and all type of shit. You know, and it wasn't that deep. Exactly. And I know where you're coming from. A lot of relationships are built, especially when you're dealing with interracial. I brought that up earlier when a black dude maybe dates a white woman or something. Sometimes it is about financial gain or just things they can do to get over it. That's factual. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that, you know, that wasn't really where we wanted to go that deep into it like that. We were just speaking on the surface, you know, of interracial dating, and then we had a lot of people who called in, you know, and you know, we spoke about it too. So, and then the last caller was just another interracial couple that's married, you know, the homie Snow and his wife. Snow is white, his wife is black. Well, he's Italian, you know what I mean? So she wanted to speak and give her take on it, you know, so that's all that was, you know what I'm saying? But before though we continue in closing, we still have some time left, but I want to bring back the people that are still here, you know. I think we have Pam, we got Snow, Chalk, what's up? You still with us?
Yeah, you know I'm right here. I'm posted like a thumbtack.
But I just want to bring a couple of people. I think we lost Jessica. I want to bring her back, but Pam or anybody else, you know, that's still here, or Tammy, you know, in closing, you know, what we want to, you know, how can we wrap this up?
Well, as the gentleman was talking about, he's talking, and that's a great topic to have. We need to talk about the topic. We need to talk about social resources, what's out there to help people so they don't have to stay in relationships that they don't want to be in. So that's a completely different topic, and we need to do that. I agree with that. But for this particular show, we just wanted to touch on, have you dated outside of your race? What was it like? Why do you feel the need to put down your race when you date outside of your race? Not because you need something, or not because he has money or she has money, but because you were attracted to someone outside of your race, and that's someone that tickles your fancy or make your heart sing. So that's where you went. That was your preference. But don't put your people down because you decided to go outside of. So, that was my thing for wanting to do this topic. Why do we feel the need to put someone else down because we're dating someone that doesn't look like us?
Right. Exactly. So that was the overall topic of discussion tonight, interracial dating. I hope we answered all questions. And everybody got to speak their mind and speak how they felt about the topic. You know what I mean? Shout out to Snow and his wife Melody. Shout out to Pam. What's up, Pam? If you're out there still, I want you to plug that book. Hey, Pam. I want you to Pam, what's up? I like Pam. Pam, plug that book again one more time, please. And tell the people they can get at you, follow you, or do whatever they need to do to get in touch with you about business.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, DD Hairston, again, HAIRSTON. The book is Craving the Love from Instagram Queens on Amazon. And it's my whole catalog. If you just plug in DD Hairston, my whole catalog will come up. But the new book is Craving the Love from Instagram Queens. And like I said, it will take you through a lot of emotions. It's a great book. And I love this subject because, like I said earlier, I am biracial, and you can't help who you love. So I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my mom and dad.
Right, that part. Thank you, Pam.
Not a problem.
Okay, Tammy and Terry, take us out of here, man. In closing, and also I want everybody again. We still have a few more minutes. I'm gonna let them close and everything. But if you miss anything tonight, you go back to the same link on Blog Talk Radio and listen back, or you can go support our page on YouTube, the G-Lew Show, and we'll have the show there up shortly. But I just wanted to mention that. Thank you, everybody. But go ahead, Tammy and Terry.
You can go first.
Terry, go ahead. You go ahead. I'm chewing. Go.
Okay. All right. First of all, I want to thank everybody listening and tuned into the show. And a special shout out to the ones that pressed one that came on and spoke their piece or gave their opinion about interracial dating. The topic next week, we haven't came up with one yet, so it'll be announced probably in the next few days. It'll be posted on my page.
I have our topic for next week.
What's the topic?
The topic next week is going to be domestic violence. Should I stay or should I go?
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
More than half of them
going
to stay. Deep. But, but more than half of them going to stay for a long time. But, you can find my books. First of all, I'm Arthur Soldier Chalk, for those that don't know. I have my whole catalog on Amazon. Just type in Soldier Chalk, SOULJACHOC. And you can find all my books on Amazon. On you, Unique.
Okay. As I said, our topic next week will be domestic violence. Should I stay? Should I go? I want to thank everyone that called in tonight. Please share our show. Have more people to call in and share their views. We love what we do. We love having you guys call in, so please do. Another shout out to Pam, one of my authors that I'm promoting. Please get her book. Leave a review.
Shout out to Pam.
For her, that's the best way to really to support an author is to leave a review of their work. So please leave a review for her. Please get Licked. Please get that, The Taste of Honey. I also promote that book, so please get that as well. Leave a review on it for us. And then go to Unique Words. If you have ideas for shows that you want us to do, please inbox me or go to Unique Words on Facebook and leave me, send me an inbox message from there, or go to Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and leave me a message about what shows you want to hear, because we want to bring things that you guys want to hear and want to talk about. We want to make the show enjoyable for everyone.
Yep.
She is on you.
There it is. All right, there it is right there. I want to add to what Chuck and Unique said as well. I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight, called in, listened online, called in, spoke your piece. Whatever you had to say, man, it was all, we took it all in. We appreciate all the love. I'm enjoying this show because it's kind of like therapy, I think. You know, everybody who can call in, that called in, had their own different issues or their own different thoughts or perspective on things that they thought and what they felt, you know, what they go through, so we can get that all out, and that's what this show is about. So I'm glad that we have this show. I'm thankful for Terry and Tammy, TNT, the host of the show, for bringing me in and opening my mind up to things too as well, and you know, get a broader perspective of how people think, you know. So great show again. If you miss anything, it'll be up on Blog Talk Radio. Hit the same link, Chalk will have it up, and go to the YouTube page, the G-Lew Show on YouTube, and it'll be up there as well. I want to thank everybody. Join us next
Words
week.
As well.
Yeah, Unique Words. It's all there. Just follow Unique and
wait a minute.
Chalk. Go ahead, Unique.
Hold on. I have an inbox message that said they came in late. What is cupcaking? If you don't stop this cupcaking thing, I know something.
All right. I think we got to make that I think we got to make a show. I think we got to make a show for cup. It seems like it's popular demand. You know what I mean? So, Chalk, we might have to do a cupcake show, dog. We might have to do a cupcake show, man. That might be the week after next. That might be after this week when we come with the domestic violence. Next week, after that will be the cupcake episode. You know what I mean? I think we got to do it.
And that's gonna be totally. That's gonna be G and Terry. I'm just gonna be here to listen. That's it.
Nah, she gonna be there too because she has her own thoughts on cupcake. Hey, but man, another great show, great episode. Thank you everybody again. TNT, Tammy, and Terry. I am G-Lew. That's TNT. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, the G-Lew Show, at YouTube and Blog Talk Radio. Get all the Soldier Chalk books. Google Soldier Chalk. Google Unique Words, and you can get all of their catalog, their artists as well. And shout out to the homegirl Pam. What's up, Pam? I'm gonna get your book when we get off this show, and hope to have you back again soon. And shout out to Tasha
We're
and
gonna take a Friday and do a We're gonna take a Friday into a book discussion.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Good night, Pam. But all the homies, shout out to Snow and his wife Melody. Shout out to the homie who called in. He's still on here again. We gotta have a show for you too, homie.
Big B.
Yeah, Big B goes deep, man. We weren't ready.
I was already
hollering
at him about some. Yeah, I know. I was already hollering at him about something. I told him I was gonna get with you, but I'll get with him Friday tomorrow or something, and come up with something to do something. Probably get a show on Wednesday and go in.
Yeah. We gotta get Big D. He got
all
on a whole other level
going on.
Yeah. Big D. We weren't ready tonight, Big D. We just wasn't ready tonight. That's all. But we got it.
Big D. But I would let me just say this. You know, I love all y'all, man. Y'all my people. You know, I don't care what color you are, man. I got my social group is wide range. I can go any country and be cool. You know what I mean? But the thing is, we have to always deal with the root. We can't just be dealing with just part. We got to go and start being real about everything. There's a lot of beautiful interracial couples out there, and they all. I got James and my girl, what's her damn name? I ain't talked to her. So Jamie, but they so loving. They just had their baby. I got interracial couples that I'm talking about. They beautiful human beings, but we have to deal with it in its root. And the root cause of it stems from some ugly places. And that's just a fact.
That's right. And that we will do, homie. We will deal with that. We're gonna We'll hook it up.
Exactly. That's a completely different show.
Exactly.
Its own show for the whole 2 hours and just talk about that.
So we're gonna make that happen. Don't trip, homie. We got it. But closing again.
Yeah.
We good. Everything is good, bro. Everything good. We're gonna make that happen. But in closing again, shout out to Big D. The big homie came in with the knowledge and education that we need to further explore, which we will. But Tammy and Terry, once again, another episode in the can. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Domestic violence. Tell them again, Tammy.
Domestic violence. Should I stay or should I go?
And they gonna want to stay for the most part.
For the most part. And there it is, man. We out of here. TNT Real Relationship Talk, episode 3, 4. Peace and love, y'all.
The G-Lew Show presents the brand new Relationship Talk episode every Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific, 10 to 12 Eastern, called TNT Terry and Tammy Real Relationship Talk, where we discuss issues such as this.
Okay, so what is it that you enjoy doing with her? I mean, you want to make her smile. How do you want to make her smile? What do you do that's going to cause her to smile? You don't want to touch her.
Well, actually,
even if she brushes her teeth and goggles, you still don't want to kiss her. So what are you going to do to bring those smiles to her face that you're talking about? What are you going to do that's going to give her the world? All these things that you were talking about, how are you going to accomplish that without having any physical contact with her?
Well, actually, what the previous caller said in regards to the bubble baths and all of that, I'd be the guy to wash your back. I'd be the guy to rinse you off. I'd be the guy to pat dry you. I'd be the guy to apply the fragrances and oils of your selection. I'd be the guy to carry you up out that bathtub, lay you on that bed, and massage you sensually. I can do all of those things. I just do not prefer.
You just don't want to kiss.
I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to cupcake with you. And I definitely cannot cuddle you.
What is cupcaking?
Well, maybe G-Lew can explain that a little bit better.
Once again, tune in every Friday night to the all-new show, Relationship Talk Show, TNT, Terry and Tammy, Real Relationship Talk, every Friday night, hosted by Terry and Tammy and me, G-Lew. See you there next Friday.